Am I the only one to blame? When people always shake for pain, but everything falls so mine. So back again. Am I the only one who cries? To put myself away from class.
What's good, everyone? What is good? Welcome, of course, to an episode of Opinionated with yours truly. I am your host, Resla. Today, we're going to be hitting a bit of a heavy one, just kind of getting started up throughout the week. I kind of even wanted to go live yesterday, but had some things come up, and I figured it was a good time to take a little bit of a break. But we're here today. We're going to be having a bit of a conversation to you guys, and we're going to be diving into pretty much the culture. Let me make sure I boost my mic up just a little bit so that you guys get to hear me. Hold up. There we go. That should be a little bit better for you guys. I do so many different things. Like I said, we're going to be diving a little bit into what we look at when it comes to this culture, this phenomenon, this thing that people even look at as pretty toxic, and trying to figure out exactly the reasons why we run into this thing that becomes rather addictive. And what's that thing I'm talking about? I'm referring to outrage. So if you guys have not realized what the title of the actual episode is, it is Are we addicted to outrage? And specifically, we're asking that question because we see a lot of things when it happens being all over the internet, be it in any of your spaces you want to be. And I'm realizing that humans are just going to be humans, regardless of where they are and what particular facilities that we are in, whatever particular genre that we're in, that people find a way to just find themselves in the most uncomfortable situations. And we're going to be pretty much exploring the many faces of online outrage, from pretty much trolls to the keyboard warriors that we pretty much see in these spaces, the anger that actually happens beyond that when it comes to the internet. Yes, I'm referring to all kind of people. I am talking about those who escalate the actual ideas of what we look at as warriors and trolls, to actual people who dox, to someone personal, someone who like to put personal information out there, to showing up to people's homes, which is crazy if you ask me. People who show up to people's jobs, and even to the point where they're, let's just say, scrupulous enough to show up to people's courtroom cases just to make their outrage known. What exactly would be driving that behavior? Is it attention? Power? Something deeper? And more importantly, what exactly is the cost of living in a culture of such constant conflict? So if you're ready to unpack some of that, guys, for your evening tonight with me on Opinionated, grab your favorite drink. It could be coffee, maybe water, maybe you're a tea person, maybe you like to get a little bit of booze. I know I do. Settle in, and we're going to get into it. But before we even get started, right? We know how the customs are. Of course, we like to thank everybody who's already walked into the building. So let's go ahead and do that. First person walking in the building, we had Just Wimbles was here. I don't know if Just Wimbles is still here, but definitely was the first person to walk in and says, "What? No, I believe the addiction is to the drama." Could very much be so. Very much be so. Of course, the infamous at this point, infamous Locksmith Jeremy. He's over here doing this thing. Appreciate you, good fam, for always walking in. Who else walked in here today? The talented Lady Luck. Appreciate you walking in here. Dr. Butcher. Okay, what's going on? What's going on? Is it okay if I am here? I don't know. It's read the community, read the concept of the show, and figure out if this is the type of place that you think that you should be here for. And we'll act accordingly. Chris, what's going on? What's going on? Happy you showed up. The Kiwi. Literally, the Kiwi. Good to see you. Good to see you. Happy to be here. We already know. I was waiting for you to show up, sir. Yeah, hello, crazy people. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens later on, LA. We'll see. We'll see. Mr. Carrie's in here. What's going on? What's going on? He said Bible study channel. No, it's not a Bible study channel. You already know this, bro. You already know this. That's not. We might even listen. I have no problem getting into a Bible talk, but I am not as studied as a lot of people. I know, given whatever the situation might be, I might be able to surprise a couple of folks, but I know they're definitely much better performers of the game when it comes to theism than I am. Zoomer's up in here. I identify as a keyboard. You know what? Since you identify as a keyboard, keep typing away, sir. Keep typing away. Absolutely. Justin Thompson, good to see you tonight. Good to see you. Absolutely. And of course, oh, look at this. Scotto's up in here. Appreciate you gracing us with your presence here today. Mayo's up in here. Appreciate you. And of course, everybody, as you start piling in, just be sure to actually give your hellos in the chat. Start making yourself a little bit welcome. It has been rather cold day for me over here in the NYC, but be sure to actually make yourselves know you're here in the building as well. The lovely Sky Angels actually showed up in here. Appreciate your baby girl for actually showing up. Oklahoma Outlaw. What's good, my guy? What's good? All right, so let me get a little bit into this. I like to do my thing. I like to set the stage as to what I've been thinking about when it comes to particular topics. And then after that, we'll get your thoughts on it. We'll get your thoughts. All right. So I went through a couple of headlines today. A lot of them I didn't necessarily like. So I really put this a lot on what I was thinking pretty much at those moments in my thoughts. And I was thinking a lot about the viral clips, the outrage clips that we tend to see here, the very dramatic social media posts that we get, because I got a lot of them that happen with my social media. And I think about the actual effects of people who actually come through and what their intentions are, right? So why don't we start out by talking about the outrage that shows up being online? And it's not just arguments anymore. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about this whole thing when it comes to outrage is a full-blown industry, folks. Outrage gets clicks, it gets engagement, and most of all, importantly, it garners attention. So take what's basically been happening, I'll just even say here on this channel, in my channel, on the Resla channel. No, I think about the keyboard trolls who are basically large attacks. I have thought about the issues that are trending right now in particular spaces. I think about the accusations that have been flown out of the ass all over, be it on panel, be it in comment section, be it in emails, or even being in the actual chat. But it doesn't stop there. It doesn't. The outrage online is something that's not new to anyone in this world, and often it's evolved even to the point where it's in the real world. I think about the consequences as someone who likes to look at so many different spaces when it comes to social media. So that means I'm a person that takes a look at Twitter. I'm a person that take a look at Meta. I'm the person that takes a look at, I said Twitter. X, Meta, Instagram, TikTok, even. And of course, yours truly here at home, YouTube. I like to take a look at all the different stuff to see just how far people go in so many different spaces, so many different communities that we have. People's personal information gets leaked, especially those who really try to keep themselves very much in the shadows. I see families get harassed at home. I see jobs are pretty much lost all over the internet because of campaigns that are being thrown at them. I think about the internet and how it's amplified when it comes to outrage to a degree that is rather unimaginable. It was rather an unimaginable thing that you would see just a couple of decades ago, a few decades ago. But the question is why? Why do people feel justified in destroying someone's life over a few tweets, comments, maybe even a couple of viral videos? Why exactly do people do that? And listen to this. It's pretty much chaos. It is chaos, but it's also becoming normal. Doxing, outrage, fights all over the internet. It's nothing new. We see it all over. I mean, hell, we all know world star hip hop exists. We all know it. Whew, you want to talk about a place that's so riddled and rife with freaking content of controversy. That is one of them. And not for nothing, X also the same way. And I think we'll dig into why people pretty much weaponize outrage in pretty much my next segment. So, why do people become online monsters? I've been asking myself this question for a long time. As someone myself, I don't like to, with a little bit of caveat, let me say this. I typically am not a character online. I will say that I moderate myself based on the fact that I have a particular channel with a particular message. But for the most part, the same man that you get now online that you're looking at is the same man that you get when you see him in the streets, the same man that you get when he's suited and booted. It's the same man. But I do always ask myself, why do people go from casually disagreeing online to full-blown trolls to doxers or even worse? Yes, folks, there are definitely people who are worse out there. And here's what we know. I was going through the whole idea of this and thinking about it for a while. And it made me want to write down so much documentation that I could for myself. And I put it in my notions. And then for this particular episode, I was just going through my notions, and I figured out that it's anonymity. Wow, I don't know why I always have a problem. It's something with the internet that's stuck that always gets me worked up. But it's the idea of being anonymous that really brings out the cloak and dagger, the worst part of people's selves when it comes to being here on the internet. You know, it's behind a screen. People feel like they can act without consequences. We know this already. You know, but when it comes to this aspect of addiction, why are we addicted to outrage? Because it's a sense of power. That's what I'm really coming down to really thinking about. I think it's outrage has become a tool. It has become a tool. It makes people feel powerful when they might otherwise feel powerless in their own lives. I think about also there are people who have a very moral high ground. I think that many people believe that they are justified thinking that they're fighting some sense of justice or they're correcting some kind of wrong that's been done in the world. You know, personal thing I was thinking about was pretty much where it where I would say it gets a little bit of a little complicated, but I see people who are outraged and it feels righteous. It feels righteous in the moment when they are doing said activity. But where exactly is the line between, quote, standing up for what you believe in and becoming a monster in the process? I don't think people really think that far when they're going about it. And what about for those who turn around and they want to escalate the situation just a little beyond that? I have to ask the question, what's the payoff? Does ruining someone's life actually fixes anything that's happening within yours? If you ever been, like, say, part of this, I really want to know. I genuinely want to know. Did you going about your way to possibly hurl insults, accusations, or even maybe even strikes and attacks against someone else, did it change your life for the better? I would like to know because I'm always trying to figure out why it's so prevalent in people's minds to want to do so. And I'm trying to figure out what exactly is the benefits that come along with it. Because the feel good aspect doesn't do anything to change your life. When you walk, you're still going to deal with the same garbage that you had in your real life when you turn off the internet, when you have to rest your head at night. And I guess I'll ask a question to you guys here online, right? No, Sky, that's not that's not a command. It's not a command, but I'll think about it as being a command. Uh, a question for you guys. Why do you think that people escalate from being simply online trolls to pretty much real world trolling? And when I say real world trolling, I'm talking about people who like to harass. Do you think it's because of anger? Do you think it's a power thing? Or is it just a lack of boundaries? Let me know pretty much in the chat. And also, if you happen to be in the comment section, if you're catching the replay. And I'll move on to my next segment, which is pretty much talking about the real world and how we got to this point of escalation. And now, here's the thing, and I think it gets a little bit darker when we're turning around and take a look at it. What happens when online outrage spills into the real world? Because that's what I'm tending to see a lot more. It wasn't good enough when we talked about the bullying and the harassment and everything else like that. Now we see people a hell of a lot more active. Like I said, people who dox, people who want to go to children's schools, people who want to be in the neighborhood of other people. They would even go to a neighboring state, maybe even 2 states over, driving over and showing that I'm standing out front of your house. I'm gonna ring your doorbell and I'm gonna fuck you up. And I think that is absolutely insane that we have people that's willing to do such things. So we've been seeing this pattern and it's only getting worse. You know, someone says, or does someone actually have this controversial online thing? Why are people out there willing to brandish weapons? Why are people out there willing to try to meet someone in real life just to have a conversation with them? I even see people who are having meetups to turn around and they finally meet each other because of a disagreement they probably had the week before, the month before, 6 months before, and they feel the need that in a meetup, in a big, large social settings, that they need to feel the reason to address what was being said, assuming the other person even gives a shit. To be honest with you, you know, I think about how the mob descends. Spreading their personal information, because we see communities that do it as well. It's not just individuals. We're talking about whole communities, especially for you crazy people that like to be on Discord. Um, Big communities that like to put out personal information, that like to harass families, that like to call people's employers. And for some reason, that's still not enough. They take it even further. They show up personally to people's homes, to their workplace. And like I said, even stalking them at their court hearings. They dox what's going on with their family members. And I thought women and children, or at least wives and children, were safe. But apparently that's not it anymore. These things are happening and you can see it online. Now ask yourself, I want you to ask yourself, what's the goal here? Is this what we are considering justice? Is it? Or is it just some form of bullying on a very mass scale? And what does this say about what we should be looking at ourselves like when it comes to society? When outrage goes unchecked, I think it creates a feedback loop in our brain. And I think the more that we indulge in it, the more we start to crave it. It's a drug all on its own. And for some, it's pretty much the addiction. They can't stop until they have gone so far that it becomes detrimental not just to them, but the people that are around them. And I think about the personal impact, the real impact that it has for people who are being out there, being the attackers. Because I don't know why people are so infatuated with making sure that they are dangerous. I don't get it. I don't get the love obsession with it. I really, really don't. I think if you've ever harassed someone online or you have taken your outrage into the real world, ask yourself, what's the real gain in this? Does ruining someone else's life truly fixes what's wrong with yours? Personal story for myself is, so I once spoke to someone who had doxed another person. And when I was thinking about why they actually did it, the only thing it really came down to, at least in my mind, was that it gave them some sense of control during a time in their life when they really felt things were going chaotic in their own. But here's the truth also, it didn't solve a damn thing for them. If anything, it made them feel worse in the end, especially when they got to see the other people who were also affected by them. And I want you to do a little bit of key reflection if you're people who really find these things sensational. How does spending hours attacking someone online or in your real life make you feel better? I don't know. I don't spend time doing it. Are you using your outrage as a way to avoid dealing with your own particular struggles? What kind of person do you want to be remembered as, pretty much? The person who goes about doing all this shit or the person who's a problem solver? Which one is it? And I guess before I go about settling this through, I want to leave people with this thought as well. When it comes to people who outrage, and I'm thinking about the question of it, because it can be powerful. But I think, like anything else, it needs to be with a person who is responsible when it comes to dealing with power. Because it's also dangerous in the wrong person's hands. And what when we escalate from online anger into the real world, when we do real harm to real people that we can actually see and touch, we're not just hurting our others. We're losing humanity in the process. And I know a lot of people don't look at it that way because they're only thinking about themselves and their own needs. So flip the script, guys. Think about it. Instead of the outrage, why don't you actually focus on some solutions? And I know some people think that the outrage is an actual solution. But I'm going to have to question that. Instead of tearing people down, let's have a real conversation about it. And I want you guys to actually drop your thoughts, give your thoughts, especially when you know I'm going to do the thing that I do all the time and we can have those conversations because I don't understand why people do it. I've never done it. I never really thought about getting into it, but there are people who are emboldened to do so. So, link is in the chat, pinned to the top of the chat. Give me your thoughts. I don't understand it. Here's your chance to really enlighten me. In the meantime, I am going to do a little bit of a promo for you guys, and I'm going to read a bit of the chat because I see you guys are fluctuating all in that chat. So, as I like to say, without further ado, let me catch up to see what some of you guys are saying.
Is Resto Chesto.
Crystal made this shit.
On the streets, in the darkness of night, we wear the blue, ready to fight. Every move we make, every step we take, undercover blues, our lives at stake. Beneath the surface, we find the truth. Evaluate, cop, searching for proof. We serve and protect. It's in our blood, but sometimes it's tough, misunderstood. We're the guardians of peace and justice in the alleys and streets, where the shadows kiss in the face of danger. We stand tall, working for the greater good, giving our all.
The push, grab a drink, like to a blood, sit baby still, fast and fly. Evidence plain, no dick holding, no blankety black shit. We chillin' with the crew. You welcome for the session. I hope your time was pleasant. Now did you learn your lesson? Welcome to the push. Welcome to the push. Yeah. Welcome to the push. Welcome to the push. Welcome to the push. Welcome to the push. Yeah. Welcome to the push. Grab you a drink, let you a blunt, sit back and steal, facts fly, evidence plain, no dick holding, no blackity black shit. We chillin' with the crew. You welcome for the session. I hope your time was pleasant. Now did you learn your lesson? Welcome to the push. Welcome to the push. Welcome to the push. Welcome to the push. Yeah. Welcome to the push. Welcome to the push. Welcome to the push. Welcome to the push. Yeah. Welcome to the push, yeah. Welcome to the push, yeah. Welcome to the push, yeah. Welcome to the push.
All right, lots of opinions going on in there, lots of different thoughts, lots of different things going on when it comes to how we're doing this. We had somebody who actually popped up as I was reading a couple of things going on in the chat. Once again, link is actually pinned to the top in case you guys want to do this. Whoop. Let me do this one more time in there. Give me your thoughts on this. Honestly, are people addicted to outrage? I would sincerely like to know this, because the answer to me is yes, and I'm trying to figure out what is it. Is it that we just want our own form of vigilante justice? Could that be it? Is it that because we just don't have enough power going on in our lives that we feel like this is the best way to try to root it out for other people? I also noticed there are a lot of people who feel empowered to want to do these things, who also, quite frankly, do not take it to the streets. Chad, how's it going, sir?
Hey, what's up?
What's going on?
The topic,
All right. So what are your thoughts on the topic?
it takes two.
Can you explain that?
Well, I mean, you have the content creator, so someone like yourself, right? So you kind of got to expect it, especially if you're saying controversial things. And then you're going to get a following, and then you're going to get, I guess, trolls, which trolling is fun. Everybody does it. If you say you're not doing it, you're lying.
No, sir. I don't go about my way just going by trolling people. Not everybody does it. That's a very narrow view of what everybody comes to the internet for.
So you've never trolled before?
I've only trolled people who are my friends.
Okay, so you do.
I don't go out of my way to troll people.
Well, when I say
people
troll, I don't mean malicious. It's just people get on, they listen to content, and they have fun. Whether it's saying snarky comments or judging the content.
But
or,
let me give you another example of that, because this
Mhm.
is something that differs between me and even friends that I have. Right? Somebody's got some feedback. So between friends and I have. There are some people who they love to get on the internet. They love to have conversation with people, but you know what they like to do? Argue. They love to yell, which is something that I am not keen to like to do. But there are people who, I get it, they love to yell. People are different. But the idea is that, why is that something that you would like to engage in? And again, it goes down to particular personalities. But the idea of saying trolling, and when I say trolling, we're not just simply talking about who's just talking a little bit of shit. Especially guys, we do that, especially in our own groups.
I think I
go to a whole new extreme.
I think I could speak for everybody on panel when I say trolling is very destructive, and that's something I would never engage in. Brick Jones might engage in it from time to time, but he's getting better at it.
Can I get a definition of trolling?
Sure, I will.
Going out of your way to disrupt what somebody's trying to do.
Okay. I want to answer this. Sorry, I'll be right back.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It takes two, because the content creator or the people on the panel could be trolling also. People get on here and say hyperbolic things to incite the trolling. So you can't be a troll creator. Like, that's why if you look at the thumbnails, locale. I mean, I don't know if everybody's familiar, but
no, I know. I've been hearing about it lately. I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let you find out, and you're gonna have the time of your life. It's highly entertaining, but these people you don't know if they're cosplaying, they're playing a character, but they're putting out content to get that reaction. So that's what I'm saying. It takes two. There's the creator that's putting out the content, and then are they farming the clicks and views? You see that on Twitter, right? There's obviously troll farming. So it literally takes two to engage.
A recent thing that I come across, which is totally, it blows my mind, but I've just recently heard of the aspect of, quote, drama farming.
Yeah, that's why I said it takes two.
What the hell is drama farming?
It's basically about the fuckery at all costs, and pretty much starting ish, and people are just attracted to that.
Wow. Okay.
So in that case, I would have to ask Resla, do you relate the trolling, that drama farming, that sort of thing, to the outrage as with the topic?
So like I said, there are different people. Here's the thing about trolling. There are people who do it for fun. Like I said, chastising, just having things you do with boys, being friendly with it. Cause here's the thing that I even say: if you're gonna troll, be good at it. Be fucking funny.
Right.
Be really funny. I don't have a problem with trolling. But then there's people who are straight up malicious. They never have a good thing to say. They're literally going out their way just to try to make everybody upset.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so bring up something like the P Diddy situation, right? If you're talking about the P Diddy situation and people are in your chat, it's gonna be nothing but trolling. There's no way to go about a P Diddy situation, and it's gonna be serious, because the whole thing is.
I'd have to disagree. I've had talks about P Diddy, and at least prior to most recent, my community has been relatively nice about it.
Well, P Diddy is innocent though, so I don't think you can talk like
See,
that.
that's trolling. That's trolling.
Why'd everybody get quiet all of a sudden?
Because P Diddy's sensitive. It's a sensitive subject.
Is it?
It is.
Because
By the way, P Diddy was
when I turned around and said the moment he got freaking hit with that 1,000 bottles of Johnson & Johnson, I wanted to pull out stock.
Well, just so you know, update on him. I believe that his bail was revoked.
But you know why? Because I have a controversial take. I don't believe there's no innocent victims. All the victims were, well, if you, I'm not gonna say the
I
whole
was going to say you
underage.
can't say there's no innocent victims.
Well,
Sir.
then listen to it. Let me make the point, land the plane. Is if you're talking about the trafficking of underage people, then yes. But as far as the groupies and the people that wanted to be a part of the P Diddy, the whole deal, get inside, have those parties. These are grown adults that knew what they were getting into.
Are you sure that everybody that wanted to go and try hanging out and party with Diddy knew what they were getting involved in 100%? Are you sure they knew that there was a potential that they might get, assaulted in a way that they didn't want to be assaulted?
Well, put it this way: when you go to a rave,
are you sure that they knew that they were going to be being drugged when they drink the liquor that's provided for them?
Well, I'll also add to the staff that was there. A lot of them are in fear of Diddy, and therefore they had to do these things that they did not want to do, but they will also realize the power that he had. They were in fear of him.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is a lot of the people that went to these parties, they wanted to be a part of the scene. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Being part of the scene doesn't mean you want to be a part of be victimized.
Well, look, when I go to certain clubs or parties, if I know they're in a bad area, if they get shot up, I know what I'm getting into. There's no.
But to what you're saying, that's like saying that you're just because you go to a club in a bad area, that means that you're willingly accepting that, or you're willingly saying that, yeah, it's okay if I get shot up tonight.
Well, listen, there was a recent shooting at a Rod Wave concert. I don't know. He's a famous rapper. It was in Sacramento. I know the dangers of going there. Like, I know what could happen. I don't play ignorant. You know what I'm saying? If I go to a Frank Sinatra concert, I'm not worried about getting shot up. Like, these are controversial hot takes, but I'm saying in P Diddy's case, a lot of these people wanted to become famous. They wanted to be made in the industry. And you hear all these stories, of people who walked away from Hollywood because they didn't want to. They knew what they were getting into.
So, are you saying that the people that got shot up at the Jason Aldean concert in Nevada, that they knew what they were doing and they're responsible for their own death?
That's an entirely different. I'm talking about.
No, it ain't. They went to Sin City. They know what happens in Sin City.
You're bringing a whole nother element into it. I'm talking about your average everyday going to a club, going to a concert, and kind of the crowd of what you're going to be around. You have to understand. You have to be perceptive of where you're going.
Yeah, you're right. And they knew the crowd that they were going to be surrounded around in Vegas, of all places.
So how many times has that happened? Once?
Vegas has crime all through it. What are you talking about?
You're talking about mass shootings. I'm talking about when a rap concert gets shot up.
So what? Are you saying that we can't go to rap concerts? Because
I'm saying you should understand the risk that you're
automatically assume that a rap concert is going to get shot up.
I'm saying you should understand the risks that you're going to be, the risk that you're taking.
There's a difference in understanding risk and then putting blame on somebody because they understood the risk and took it.
There is. So, for instance, I can tell you from my own personal experience that I went to a rap concert one time, and that was an outdoor concert, and it featured. I'm not even going to say who it featured, but let's just say things got really nasty. Tear gas was thrown in, rubber bullets were used, and your boy got hit while trying to carry out somebody else because they were also part of my party. And ever since then, I refuse to go to any rap concert.
Yeah, pipe down, homie. See, I know what I'm talking about. Just like I go to lowrider shows, but I leave before 6 because once the lowrider shows go out, we hit the strip. I'm out because I know it's going to be fights between gangs.
You still go and leave before 6. There's still potential that something could happen before 6.
Again, that's what I'm saying. I have conceptual,
correct. But
awareness.
What I'm saying is just because you are aware
the guy just told you he got shot at a rock concert.
Sir, respectfully,
you're not making a point or arguing.
I am making a point because you're trying to put blame on people just because they were aware that there's potential for something. Just because there's potential for something nefarious to happen doesn't mean that you're responsible for your victimization.
But that's what's called being smart.
I mean, Christ, I know that when I get in a car, I could potentially get T-boned or hit from behind at a red light. But that doesn't stop me from getting in my car and driving every day.
Okay, you're arguing. I'm making a point. You're just trying to come back. No, but I already made the point, and Resla just told you he actually got shot. Or did you get shot, or somebody you knew got shot?
I got
got
shot at in
I
my own
got hit.
house. Does that mean I need to stop living
We're
in my
not
own house?
talking about the same thing. Stop. You're just being
You
argumentative.
asked a question, I answered.
You're trolling at this point.
No, I'm not trolling.
You are. I made the
really
point
ain't
and it was
trolling,
confirmed.
dude.
See,
I
this
really
guy
ain't
is just being
trolling. I don't like the
combative.
idea that you're trying to put blame on people that
The
were
idea is,
victimized.
no, I said, that's why I said it was a controversial hot take. I said the P Diddy situation can incite a lot of trolling because it's one of those subjects that, you know, if you're talking about it, you have to understand that you're going to get a lot of trolls no matter which side you take. It's just one of those topics. And especially if you go out of line like what I'm doing and say, hey, I don't think a lot of those victims were innocent. They wanted to be a part of the scene that you knew that there's some dark elements. So when you went to those parties, I seen am I talking too much? Go ahead. I'll be quiet.
No, I think that to a certain degree, yes, there are people that went there and knew exactly what they were going there for. Knew exactly what they were going there for, and they wanted to participate in what was going on. On the other hand, there were other people that were going there, knew the rumors behind the Diddy parties, but didn't know for a fact and maybe just wanted to go, as you said, be a part of the scene, but not necessarily want to be victimized while they were there.
Hey, Brick, would you ever attend a Diddy party? You're not answering.
They said ain't no party like a Diddy party,
You
sir.
can see my head shaking.
Hey, Diddy,
and this is a party, and then it's the after
No
party.
need for me to answer
Exactly.
that.
You
The
know what
outrage.
side of the wing you're on.
Yo, Diddy needs to start his own brand of baby oil. Screw Johnson and Johnson.
I have a question.
Rick,
did he do it
just
or
don't-
did he
just
not?
don't use the baby oil. Just
Bad boy
walk
baby
in,
oil.
Walk in, have your own lotion. Never use the oil to take care of your hands. That's all.
Yeah, but I seen an interview with there's this pastor, right? And he was talking about the P Diddy parties, and this is before everything broke. But he had mentioned that, you know, they never forced anybody into anything. He said P Diddy would invite him to the parties, but they would have different.
TD Jakes.
No, it was a young guy. It was a young guy, and he said he was invited to parties, but he was never forced into anything. He said that he was told beforehand that, look, there's going to be rooms where there's things going on. And if you want to go, you go. He was never forced into anything. But what he did say is that the indoctrination happens gradually. So they invite you to the party. They don't offer you no drugs, no sexual advances. But the next time, then they'll do drugs in front of you. So it's always like he said they just kept getting closer and closer. So he had to say, hey, I can't go to these parties anymore. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, people have said that they were never forced and they left. They didn't want to be a part of it. So a lot of those victims, you know, yeah, they're victims, but not in the sense that they were innocent.
Sidebar, Male Monkey has a great point. A shooting at a rap concert isn't a mass shooting. And I gotta have to say it. He's got a point. Wait,
he's asking a question, Resla.
Whoa. Well, let me say it this way. Let me say it this way, Mayo. Yeah, you're right. He's asking the question. Is it a mass shooting? Because I'll tell you the situation. I'll kind of tell you a little bit of the situation I have. People was rocking the gate. They
wait,
ran
Resla, can I just wait? No, let me just tell you something.
Let me lay the context for Mayo. Let me lay it because he's asking the question. Let me lay.
No, I just want to say something before you get taken a. I didn't just look. Bad things can happen at a rock concert. Okay, sure. I didn't mean to just. Sure. You could get drugged at a rock concert. There's some crazy mosh pit and you get stomped, right? So I didn't want to just make it like a rap concert.
Yeah.
Wait, what if I go to a drag show? Am I gonna turn into a drag queen?
I don't know. I don't know how much you like drag story hour.
Because the type of logic that I'm hearing on this panel, it's leading me to believe some, someone is.
Well, it sounds like you have an interest in such.
So if somebody goes to a satanic church,
pause. I want to answer Mayo's. I want to give some more context to Mayo's question, and then we can pull forward. So Mayo, in this particular concert, for a very long time, I was a younger guy. They stormed the gates, knocked down the gates, started rushing to the stage and everything. And the people who were doing the shooting were police officers. It was the only way to get some control. So it wasn't like random gangs or whatever. The people who came through with I said tear gas and rubber bullets. We don't know regular gangs to be doing that. So that was the reason why. So if you want to say a mass shooting, well, there were more than one cop shooting. But it was organized for sure to quell people to get the hell out the Dodge. But
well, Resla, you got to go by the definition of what a mass shooting is, and that's
I know. Which is why I was saying there were a lot of people that were shooting, but at the same time, by the definition of what we look at as a mass shooting today, no, it would not be qualified as such. That's all.
Hey,
because
Resla,
I
are
was
you
about to say every time someone spins the block, that's technically a mass shooting.
Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Well, no,
We say
that's
mass shooting
actually,
when somebody hits a quinceañera and everything. Yeah.
yeah, but
You're right.
that's already defined as a drive-by. So it's already
Resla, are you familiar? Are you familiar with Mr. Beezy Watchdog in the chat?
Not at all.
Okay,
Not even a little bit.
he recently was involved in an incident where he allegedly told somebody to go back to Africa.
I have that clip. I have that clip
He
where
told a
you
black
claim that
security guard
yeah, I
to
have that clip
quote
where
allegedly go
Mhm.
back to Africa. I
Well,
just
you
wanted to
claim
get your
that
opinions on that.
because most people who are from Africa are black. That's what you said. Then all of the people in Africa must therefore be black. That's what you said, Vip.
Well, okay. Well, let me ask the question: Is that what you said, Vip?
Okay, everybody Google the Hausa race. Everybody
No.
Google
No.
Not the question.
I'm just asking you to either confirm or deny the accusation that basically Brick has thrown out. Did you say that?
Yeah, the prominent race of Africa is the Hausa race. That's factual. You can look it up right now.
So
That's not the question.
That's not the question. That was not the question.
I don't understand why it's so hard for people to answer correct questions directly, and they always have to sidestep.
So you want a yes or no?
I gave it to you.
Well, you can answer yes or no and then give context if you like, but the question was very direct.
The answer is yes. I did say that.
Okay, and what's your context?
My context is the one my statement that I just previously gave.
Okay, so was the person you were referring to someone who actually did come from Africa, or are we just talking about people who are African descent?
Okay, so allegedly BZ Watchdog was an Uber driver. He's a white guy. And then there was a black security guard that wasn't letting
Who's
him
from
through a gate or
Africa?
something.
Who's from
Yes,
Africa?
he said yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So he's from Africa. Okay.
And then BZ Watchdog said, "Why don't you go back to Africa?" Allegedly.
Well, hold on. You skipped a part. The African guy said, "I'm from Africa," right? And then he was demanding ID from BZ, and BZ
Well,
said
yeah.
no.
If you're
and there was a
trying,
little back and forth.
listen, Brick. If you're
Uh-huh.
trying to enter a private residence, that's common to
the
ask
screen
for
share is
ID
back-
if you're trying to get through the gate of a private
Video's
residence.
backstage right now.
I've never been asked for an ID to walk
clipped
into a
it.
residence.
If you're going in a private residence, a gated community.
Bro, I used to work in gated communities, and I never got ID to get into them.
I can tell you I worked into a gated community as production, and I have been asked for ID.
Small portion of them do ask.
Exactly.
This one happened to be wanting to ask, and there was an ID refusal that happened. And because of that, there was a little bit of a confrontation there. And from what I understand and from what I saw in the video, BZ said fine and actually called the passenger and said, "We're canceling." Actually, the passenger asked to cancel. BZ was asking to leave, go through the turnaround. They forced him to back out. Had to actually back up traffic. Yeah. It was a big nasty mess because the security officer got offended because BZ told him, rightly so, to go back to Africa and learn the laws of this country because he doesn't have to give ID.
It's a bit extreme to be honest with you. Like, he doesn't have to go to Africa to learn this country's laws. He's already in this country. He could just learn the country's laws.
I mean, it was a little contention there, and people get their flares up and all that. I'm not going to say whether this should have happened or that should have happened, but what I am going to say is that taking things out of context for outrage instead of building up and encouraging better behavior in the future seems a little bit disrespectful.
So long story
Okay.
short, BZ Watchdog basically deleted all his content after that because he received
It's not deleted.
thousands of negative comments of backlash.
It's not
So
deleted.
if he's really proud of what he said, why did he basically delete his channel?
He didn't.
Hey, okay. Mayo, can you tell me which part was that way off base? Was it based on the fact that we were talking about that? Just like I said, I mentioned cops. I also mentioned if there was actually one person doing a whole bunch of shooting, that's also considered mass shooting. Could you just give me a little bit of context as to where I am off base? Again, I'm open to the opinion that I might be wrong, or I need to like really hone down the specs of what we consider to be mass shooting. Like, you just let me know. Mayo, you know how I run, but just let.
From what I understand, actually, by the way,
hold up, Simon, got a question for you before we get started.
What's up, bro?
Are you sober, sir?
Are you sober?
Yes, I am, but I think I can hold my liquor better than you, so I'm asking the question.
Oh, it ain't a contest, so
Okay, cool. All right, cool. I just wanted to know. All right, continue.
Yeah, so I just want to point out one thing that, from what I understand, Vegas.
You drinking still? I could get my beer from the fridge right now. I'm sober. Oh no! What?
Saturday night, sir. Go get your beer.
Oh
by the
no!
way,
Wait, you did that to me?
Happy that you're on the panel.
I'm sober.
I want to say thank you.
Damn, you drinking in front of my face? Okay.
Welcome to the panel.
Thanks.
God damn.
So I just want to try to close this up real quick because I am
I'm fucking with you, Simon. You know I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, I know.
With Vegas Vips and BZ Watchdog and him asking him about his legal stuff, because it was clarified for him on his own panel that there were actions taken on BZ's behalf. He took on his own behalf because of legal reasons, and I do think that, or I believe that, continually asking about it seems, again, disrespectful, considering he told you that it's for legal reasons.
You sound like
freedom of speech.
Mother-in-law.
I mean, it's disrespectful too. But this is the outrage stuff, right? This is the part where
you're too compartmental, bro. No, wait.
Wait. What was your?
I'm sorry.
Brick was explaining something in reverse to Vegas Vips, and what did you say, Simon?
I don't know. His t-shirt looks like his favorite color, so I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he like turquoise. I'm like, all right.
For me, okay. No, red
yeah, you're speaking turquoise right now.
No,
you know,
red is my favorite color.
Yeah, you see how you pump your arms up in the air?
Yeah,
you talk about your indoors and shit, right?
The red.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're privileged. That's cool.
I mean, aren't we all? Are you American?
Yeah, I'll give you a biscuit tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. No, the answer to that, he's not. He's not
privileged.
What kind of biscuits you like? What kind you like? The chocolate on the biscuit?
What's
like,
your channel?
What does this have to do with
like
the topic?
You want some of them?
I don't know, Snowman. I'm trying to figure out. I lost it from the shirt. What's the shirt got to do with anything?
Throw your channel in the back. I'll give you a
commentary. That's what I got off it.
Pause.
I'm gonna stop. I'm sorry.
Pause. I would like to hear from the lady on the panel, and then I haven't heard from Ditso yet. So, what are your thoughts on the particular conversation that we're having today? I don't know how quickly you've come into the situation to know what the topic is.
I see lots of avenues in this topic, taking it in lots of different directions. But basically, you're talking about outrage, which covers so much. But you said you don't understand it, and you don't understand why.
Well, I don't understand people's particular takes and as to why they do the particular thing they do. Like, for instance, I can be very angry with somebody, and it would just stem from there. I wouldn't go out of my way to throw their wives, their children, to get their names out on the internet, to show up at their jobs, to show up at the court hearings, to constantly troll them everywhere that they go. Like, it's just not in me to do that. I have better things to do. I don't understand the framework that goes through someone's psyche to do that.
Well, I have a few ideas, and I think one of them is just simply instant gratification, the transfer of pain from one person to another. And it's just, it's like a drug because it doesn't last long. It distracts you. People want a distraction from everyday life and problems, and it sort of seems to put some of that in place on someone else and kind of projects it on there. But I was thinking about Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
Yep.
And the need for affiliation.
Yep.
And that the need to belong or to
Well, the esteem and self-esteem part, yes.
Inclusion and exclusion are very important in creating hierarchies and power structure and haves and have-nots. And you'll notice that some people attack only when they have their buddies by their sides. Like on YouTube, they feel safe and they feel like they're part of a team, even if it's two people. They suddenly have this bravery about them. But I think it's all about inclusion and exclusion.
So you don't think I will agree in saying there's a bit of inclusion because everybody wants to feel like they're part of the group, but also you don't think there might be some part of mental manipulation, at least on their own self-doing, when it comes to the aspect of feeling like they have power?
It definitely creates power, and that's what I was talking about by the inclusion and exclusion. We're in this group, therefore we're better than you, right? And you're in this group, so you have to, take the short stick and get whatever you can gather. Whatever it is. I mean, it's stupid. It starts in junior high or grammar school, and maybe I don't know about cell memory theory. But I think maybe we even have some of this ingrained in us. And it started way a long time ago. Gladiator days. People would get bored and they'd want to see a fight. It's never stopped. It's been before that. You get a charge, you get a cathartic kind of adrenaline rush. Let's put this lion and this man together and see if he can survive. It's barbarian and in a way barbaric. And in a way, it is or can be here too, depending. You could be picking on someone whose dad's in the process of dying, or who had a horrible, horrible day, and their mom was just in an accident, or sister, whatever it is. You have no idea, but here you are, whoever you are, you've gone out of your way to try to make somebody feel like shit, so that you can feel better or cool or get a laugh or whatever. And I'm not saying that I'm better than this, because I remember in third grade distinctly, his name was Brian Finney, and he was a fat kid. And I made fun of him because it was cool to make fun of him, because all the kids made fun of him because he was
Shout
fat.
out to Brian Finney. He's probably doing better now because of all your
salute, Brian Finney, salute.
Yeah, shout out to him. And I've looked him up over and over again, at least 10 times. I can't find him because I still want to apologize for any bit of damage I could possibly have done to this.
I promise you, he doesn't care what you did.
He owns he probably changed his name. He owns an
He do
island,
not give a
and he's probably
He
taking
doesn't
down
give two shits what you did.
He don't give a fuck.
taking down a whole bunch of women, and you know what he calls them all? Lindsay. So
Lindsay, I promise you, if you hit him up, be like, I want to apologize, he's gonna be like, yo, she wants me, bro. He wants me.
He don't call them baby. He called them all Lindsay.
There's something, maybe I got some kind of karma from that, but you have this internal dialogue going on in your head, whether you're aware of it or not, unless you're a sociopath or a psychopath, for sure, telling you, wait a minute, calm down, this is overstepping. Why do you want to watch this guy get eaten up by a tiger? Boy, is that going to make your life better? Well, I wanted you to think about these things, and that's one thing that I'll try to sum this up real quick. I used to get in fights on here. People would put me down and try to spur a fight, and sure enough, there I was, yelling back and saying "F you," and it was real exciting for all the people to watch the tiger and the chick get into a fight. But I found out that I was just the dead chick all the time. It was really making me mad. It's like, well, okay, sit down. What can you learn from this? I could either learn that I was ugly and fat and old and stupid and all these things that people were telling me and yell about it, or I can stay here, be a thorn in people's sides because they didn't like me, and just say something that I want to contribute and just feel okay about myself because I don't give a shit what they think. Excuse the French, but
Gotcha.
that's how I just stopped caring.
All right. Dan, you're gonna be up next before you take off. Wait, is Dan still here? Oh, Dan, yeah, you're still here. Before you on, yo, Big Yerb, say Resto, what's going on, my guy?
Big Yours, what's good? What's goody, man? How you doing? Good topic today. It actually pertains to a lot that's going on with me, so I'm very happy to.
It's not about you, sir.
It's about me. It's all about me. No, I'm kidding.
Everything's about Resto.
There's no way it can be about you. It's about me.
Well,
what's going on?
Everyone, Resla, Chad, CJW, Lindsay, Brick, Angry Snowman, Simone, and Resto. Well, I put my name in relation to the subject today. That's why I put that name there. But anyhow.
Okay, I couldn't read none of that shit. Thank you.
Huh?
I said I couldn't read any of that shit, but thank you.
Yeah. I speak American. I don't know what that says.
It's Latin for bread or circus.
Gotcha. Okay.
Anyhow, there were so many subjects around about the Diddy parties and about the individual who spoke about those who went to those parties under the risk of what could happen to them. What I'm going to say is victims are never to blame. Yes, people can go to parties as adults, but the problem with those parties is it wasn't just adults. You had minors in them, and you had other circumstances that it was just horrid in many senses.
Yeah,
so
I said sans the minors.
We're
I
talking
said
about Diddy now?
excluding them.
I understand that. Just to say that
I think he means Diddy.
Did you get that perspective from your mother?
No. First of all, there were minors at the party, starting first with
I'm just kind of interested.
Starting second would be Jaden Smith. Like there was definitely minors who were at those parties.
The point being is Diddy is in jail for a reason, and he's he's facing his own process in a court of justice. Whatever happens, then the second subject that was brought up was in regards of a particular issue where somebody told guard to go back to Africa because they did not let him get into.
No one's going back to Africa just like that, man. It costs a lot.
Okay, that guy's a troll. Come on, man.
Did I interrupt anybody?
Wait. This is the point that I was talking about. The chat. This is what.
If their grandparents were born here, they're not even from
I know he was gonna troll.
I'm trying to chill. I just can't hear this shit. You know what I'm saying?
I know he was gonna troll.
Yeah, well, troll or not troll.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna speak on traveling to Africa, how much does it cost?
Dude, I'm just making.
I'm gonna go on mute.
There we go. Good.
Yeah, it won't last.
Look, I was just making a quick recap on the things I heard right now. And on that point regarding gated communities, well, not only in the United States, but throughout the whole place, I've known that gated communities do have a right to ask for an identification as they enter. Of course, in the United States, that depends on state by state, but under a quick review, majority of states do permit asking for an identification for a person to enter a gated community.
Most of them don't do that, though. I know from personal experience because I've just worked in a bunch of them, and you just know the code, punch it in, you get in. So
exactly, this dude is stupid.
Also true.
I mean, maybe they're allowed to, but they're not going to go through that hassle because it takes up all the.
But in those circumstances, they have cameras.
Well,
they have cameras pointing to the person.
They do have a lot of cameras. That is true.
No, I've been at 2 gated communities, at least over here, I said over here, like I'm living there, but over in the Hamptons, where I can say one has definitely been a code, like CJ has said, and the other one has already had someone who was a security guard at the gate. So that's why I had to show ID.
So in any circumstance,
older rich ladies watch like it's their jobs.
In any circumstance, on that type of particular aspect, gated communities have either a direct mode of identifying who's wanting to enter, or an indirect mode, which is, yes, punching a code, but they have a camera, which eventually will have the possibility of identifying the person who was entering and using that code, etc. Those, we're talking the high-end type of gated communities.
That's high end, is it? It's high end. Okay. All right. I'm just sorry.
Other type of communities may have.
What was the gated community point? Because I don't know what you're referencing.
No. The point is that
that's an open case. There was a video that was rightfully and smartly. It's not open to the public, so I wouldn't even worry about that because that's really kind of
the point I was
the conversation. It was about trolling, so I don't know.
No, yeah. I'm just making a quick recap on that one. Gated communities do have the way of identifying people, and whatever happens to that case, we'll eventually know if it comes out on the news. So, back to the point of trolling. That's why I put bread and circus. And just to make it real quick and simple,
I'm the ultimate troll. So you're in your you're in a place
Simon,
right now.
shut the fuck up.
Simon, I'll get to you.
All right, so
Simon,
in
please
regards
shut
to
up. You must have forgot that I exist. I'm the ultimate troll. Please humble yourself.
I know. There's a whole bunch of trolls. Anyhow, just to make my point quick, without
I'm
delay.
gonna be nice. This is my show. I'm not trying to bring Tesla out. I'm not. Y'all can have it.
In regards of the trolling, as the phrase I wanted to use, bread and circus, and Lindsay said before, Outrage has been a moneymaker as well as a entertainment maker. But unfortunately, Outrage is also utilized to manipulate people in order to have anger, hate, violence. So trolling in the modern day is just that. It's
You're
just
gonna make me say, "Oh Lord knows I've tried. I've tried to be a good man. I tried to see."
Somebody send
what
Resla $10 so he'll
life
drop this
looks
clown.
like. Jesus.
It's a cup or two.
Yo, pay Resla, please.
Evidently, in that sense, just to close the point, people use trolling for various reasons, and one of them is to hate, to push fear. Other ones is just to be a dumbass and have fun for a little while amongst friends, which is fine. You have that that range of things, but and here goes again the point of conversation. It depends on the context. So, depending on the context, that type of trolling will have an agenda, or will just not, or will just be something to relax.
All right, so I'm gonna shift gears a little bit. But before we get that, I want to know, CJ, your aspect on this idea of trolling, since everybody's pretty much touching down on that.
Okay.
Snowman, I think I heard it, but you were kind of going back and forth, so just clarify it for me. And then last, I want to end it with Resto.
Well, I do it to certain people when I see them doing stuff that I find, like, say your entire grift is based on how moral you are. If I see you doing some immoral shit, I may troll you until the end of time. You know what I mean? And I kind of grew up from a screen. So if you've ever, I know nowadays it's Call of Duty.
You sound like you live in a trader, man.
So if you can think about how Call of Duty players talk back and forth to each other, that's kind of how I was raised. So it's some sort of ingrained in me at this point. And I can turn it on, turn it off, whatever. But I don't find I'm not normally trying to derail a conversation when I do it. I'm more just trying to, like, I don't know, in my mind,
you sound cute. Now you sound real cute.
The asshole streamer I disagree with is talking about, or whatever. And the way I see it, the chat room is my.
I'll work up with you. I'll
I'm still not acclimated with everyone treating YouTube like a business. I know everyone's doing that nowadays.
I said I will get to what you're thinking about, sir.
It's fine. I'll add more later or whatever. I'm not derailed now. Who's the troll now? Huh?
Snowman, your thoughts, and then Resto.
My thoughts? People like Simon annoy me. That's my thoughts. They come up on panels and do nothing but derail and do their best to try and to redirect the conversation. And they always wait until a conversation is, at a point to where you have a good flow, you got a good build, and then they want to come up and
It's
start.
white. You don't like the fact that I'm black, bitch.
Shut up! I wasn't
You
done.
don't like the fact that I'm black, bitch.
Jesus fucking Christ! You know what? Have the mic, Simon.
You know what? Hold up.
What?
Hold up.
You want me to have the mic? I know about you, Angry Snowman.
Like you don't have anything actual to say.
No, wait. No, I do. At the end of the day, the only reason why these white fools come up here and state this shit about me is because they damn well know that I know about them. And I ain't got no shit to do with you. I'm gonna fuck your pension, though. I'm gonna fuck your pension. You know that shit, bitch.
Tell me about me.
Yeah. Everything that you've invested in, everything that you've worked for, everything that you fucking done. When you kiss your wife in the morning, you like do that breakfast shit. Like you want to do all that shit. Like, oh no, it's Simon. Oh, this black nigga's gonna come in my house and do some extraordinary shit to my fucking lifestyle. What? Why you getting mad at me? I've never come at you, bro. I don't come at people. Don't fucking mention my name, Mr. Angry Stone fucking man. Why is your name Angry Snowman in the fucking first place? Because Christmas comes around once a fucking year, and that's the only time you can satisfy your whole fucking family,
Is this
bitch.
a black Brit that I'm listening to right here?
No, ain't shit. Ain't shit.
It's so cute. It's just
I like
cute hearing him
Angry
angry. I think it's
Snowman.
hilarious.
I like him. Why are you fucking coming at me, ho? Don't let me do that. I'll treat you like a
You
whole
want to know
bitch.
why, Simon? Because since you came on the
Drop a
panel, not a
bag.
single person has been able to say
Drop
shit.
Yeah.
Everybody that speaks, you have interrupted. And you've been rude about it, dude. Don't you have any kind of couth about yourself?
What? Because I'm a free man? You don't like it. I'm a free black man. You don't like
Oh
it.
my god.
Okay, so you don't like the fact that I'm a free black man. I can say what the fuck I want.
Can we,
That's what you're
change
getting
the
mad about. Because,
Yeah.
20 years ago or even 50 years ago, that wasn't the case. We couldn't fucking vote. We couldn't do shit.
What are you
now
talking
you're
about?
fucking
Act like you
wait,
lived in
hold on.
America, you
No,
clown.
no, this is where you're coming from, bitch.
Dude, you're literally sitting here making arguments of something you never lived, you dumb fuck.
White snowman. What you calling yourself white snowman for, ho?
2,
You do this shit on fucking purpose.
1.
Don't even.
And the bag was dropped. Good shit.
I think someone just snorkeled, and that was the funniest thing of all.
I think that was you.
I don't know the bag was dropped. I just know I needed a break because I just heard he was about the other shit. I just said, okay. I didn't even see anything. I didn't see no bag drop. I didn't even do nothing. Guys, wait. Before, because I don't see nothing. I ain't see no bag drop. Simon, hold up. Damn, what is it? Bread and circus. Trying to have a conversation, but I know it can get off the rail. Already done my drinking. I'm gonna try to be nice and everything. But guys, if you want to support the platform, if you like to have other shit like this, let me know. If you want to have more simple conversations, let me know. And I'm trying to implement new ideas so that if we want to be able to shift gears, I want to put some controls in your guys' hands as well. So yes, we got some things we're going to talk about. Yes, we'll some things I'll touch on. But if you guys have something in particular you guys want to touch on as well, we will get to that. Just give me a moment for it. But if you also don't want someone to be up here, you know what to do. You know what to do.
Your channel's popping.
You were Resla, you were asking me about the bread and circus?
No, I wasn't asking about bread and circus. I know exactly what bread and circus is.
I just want to please get to my thing before I have an aneurysm.
Go ahead.
Can you at least point out the fact that
Resla always has an aneurysm? I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh my God, Simon, please shut the fuck up. All right.
You grew up. I ain't. What?
Hold on, Resla. I'm sorry to interrupt. But
what's an aneurysm?
Uncle Tom just put me in a timeout on the chat. It seems that Uncle Tom is pissed off of me because he rage quit yesterday on another panel against me, and it seems that he's
Hold up. You said you will put a timeout on the chat?
Yes.
For what? What happened?
Yesterday I went into another chat where Uncle Tom was there. They were talking about labor laws, etc. I came in. Uncle Tom couldn't last long against me. He
Drop
kicked me
Simon
out.
Tom up.
Drop Simon, pull Uncle Tom up.
I need listen. I talk to the chat about putting some dollars up.
Hey yo, somebody drop a bag. I don't have Cash App. Y'all know I'll drop that fucking bag.
Hold on, Wrestle. I ain't gonna have any conversation right now with Uncle Tom. I'm just indicating.
Stop cooking my content. Somebody drop a bag. Get Simon the fuck out of here and get Tom.
Yeah, 100.
Can I
make it 100? Make it 100. Make it 100.
A phrase, a sentence right now. I'm just gonna say.
Hold up.
No,
wait. Do not let me drop people.
Drop
let me just say what I gotta say.
$100.
$100 for you, bitch. You're $15, barely.
If they would,
your piss ain't worth that shit, bitch. Don't even fuck with me.
I listen. I
know you were. You was in the run. You run out.
I've seen you get dropped for $2.
I gotta do my thing. I let people up to actually put their opinions because, quite frankly, I don't want to hear about I don't let people talk, and it's an echo chamber, and it's a circle jerk, and it's only about people saying good feeling. I don't. So I let people up there. I let people up. But if you really have a disdain for someone and you really don't want them around, you know what to do. You can hit the Cash App, you get the PayPal, and we run it from there. It needs to be a good reason for it. If it's really just someone that you find, because typically I feel a way about the Cash Apps and everything, because I really don't run a bounty system. But even I understand my patience get to a point where if other people are saying, boo, we gonna do this like the Apollo, you know what you gotta do. You know what you gotta do. Plain and simple.
No, sir. All I wanted to say is that simple as this. Whatever happened yesterday, it seems that I'm living rent free on that individual. Could I conclude a fucking sentence, please?
Hold on.
I can understand sometimes people wanting to troll and cutting everybody off, but it's so fucking childish sometimes that you don't even let anybody else speak because you want to have the microphone.
Give him the floor because he's not even talking to you. He's talking about Uncle Tom.
No, what I was saying is the reason I brought it up, Resla, is because he is he's an administrator, and I would say that he should have a more a more focused way of doing moderator. But he eventually put me on a timeout because he did not like what I said.
I'm happy that you said that because I'm gonna say, hey, Tom, you can't time the guy out just because you don't like him. He actually got to be doing something offensive. I don't even know that you guys had something going on yesterday, but you cannot, not, start timing him out or even boot him because you simply don't like him.
Yeah, and that proves the point that yesterday he booted me out of the chat that we were at. That is equal to a rage quit. He rage quit because he did not like what I was conversing, and I always kept my cool on that one. He just booted me, which means it's a virtual rage quit.
I need a volunteer. I need a person who's going to be dropped so I can have Tom come up and state his points just for a moment.
Well, seeing I didn't even get to my opening statement, then
I'll drop you stay. I need someone to volunteer for a quick moment so Tom can give his point because he's in the chat.
Like, rage quit was created by black people. I find it kind of hilarious when white people turn around and start
shut the fuck up, bro. Before I get mad, dead ass, bro. It's too early in the morning.
Hey, I'll drop for a minute if you need a spot.
Yeah, real quick, CJ, and you can come back. You get priority. So, Tom, link. This link is only for Uncle Tom.
Oh shit! There we go.
Only for Uncle Tom.
I'm coming
with
with
just have to start typing my shit so I don't forget. Start typing my shit right now.
Here comes the soldiers.
No,
soldiers are in the house.
No.
And Resla, the only thing
Okay, here we go.
The only thing I wanted him to address is why did he boot me? Under what circumstances did he boot me for? What was my violation to get booted? That's all I want him to answer.
Nigga, go back and play your PlayStation, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about?
Simon,
God
shut
damn.
the fuck up, bro.
Simon. Yo, wait. Don't hold his nuts. He can hold his own nuts. You know Tom can hold his own nuts. Don't do it. Let him address.
Okay. Here's the brass tacks, slave boy. I dropped you. I didn't kick you out of the goddamn thing. I just dropped you because you're fucking rambling on about how good Costa Rica is. And like I told you before, if America wanted that shithole country, we can take it from you. It will be goddamn a 10-minute fight because y'all are pussies.
Again, I don't give a shit about your.
I got grass for you to cut, bitch.
Again,
I got grass for you to
I
cut,
gave
bitch.
you a
You're gonna
chance
be my
to-
slave one day when I become motherfucking president, bitch. You're gonna be my slave.
Gringo,
You
shut
gonna
the fuck
call
up for a
me
moment.
master.
Shut
Call
the fuck
me
up.
master, boy.
Look,
call
you're
me
more white than any European at this moment. You are an.
You call me master.
Dimwit.
You cannot speak it,
dimwit
please call me
ignorant.
master.
Stop acting like the white boy.
Call
Stop
me
acting like your
master first. Master.
Stop acting like your master.
Call me master.
Look,
Say master.
the only thing
Come master.
you want to do
Say
is
master.
outrage.
Say
The only-
master. Say
the
master
only thing-
first. Say
look,
master
Gringo,
first.
shut
Say
up.
Say master
Shut
first.
up.
Say master
Listen,
first.
stop
Say master
acting-
first. Say
stop
master
acting like your
first.
master.
Say master first. Nah, I don't care. Yeah. I'm gonna keep talking. I told you. Listen,
because
it's the
you're an
way to
ignorant fool.
silence you,
You're an
slave
ignorant
boy.
fool.
It
You're acting
is
like the white
easy to
guy.
silence you, slave boy. I
Blah,
got
blah,
grass
blah,
for you to
blah,
cut.
blah.
You can do my roofing. You
Listen.
can fucking pick up my
You ain't
trash.
got-
Anything
you
you
ain't
want to
got-
do because you know you are beneath us Americans. Costa Rica sucks. Stop acting like it's such a great place. Bitch, it ain't. It ain't, pussy.
Listen,
One day,
motherfucker, stop acting
let
like a
me
gringo.
be goddamn
You're
president for
nothing more than
half
a
of an
terrorist.
hour, bitch.
You're a
That'll be
gringo
the
terrorist.
first place I take over. And sorry ass
Motherfucker,
Costa Rica.
you're
Bitch,
talking
shut
too
up.
much
No,
shit.
listen
You're
to you.
talking too much shit.
Again,
I'm
we
not
can
gonna
do this
shut
all
the fuck
over
up.
again yesterday.
Listen,
I dropped
you
you
ain't got
because your pussy
nothing.
ass was
You
rambling
are
on
an
about
immoral
nothing. No
fucker
one
ass.
cares. No one
Blah,
cares
blah,
about
blah,
you,
blah,
bitch.
blah, blah,
No
blah,
one
blah,
cares. Pussy.
blah,
I
blah,
done said
blah,
this shit
blah,
before,
blah, blah,
bitch.
blah, blah.
I ain't never rage quit in my motherfucking
Sure,
life from no
neo-Nazi.
sorry ass
Sure.
no fake ass Mexican.
Listen,
You
motherfucker,
worse than Mexicans,
just raise
nigga. You
your
are
hand and go,
worse
"Hell
than
Hitler."
a
Hell Hitler.
Mexican,
That's
pussy.
what you are.
You're
a
worse
neo-Nazi.
than a Mexican.
Sure, you
You
fascist
can't even
motherfucker.
cultivate your own fucking land, bitch.
Listen,
You
again.
pussy ass fuck boy. Yes,
Shut the fuck
you
up, you
pussy ass
gringo
fuck
fucking
boy. Make me shut up,
traitor.
bitch. Make me
fucking gringo
shut up,
terrorist. You
bitch.
fucking gringo
Make
terrorist.
me shut up,
Fucking
pussy.
gringo terrorist. You fucking
I don't even
criminal.
know what that fuck that shit means, bitch. I
You're
don't
a
know what the shit
criminal.
means.
You're a
Speak
criminal.
English like you know you want to, pussy. Yes.
And why are you
No,
speaking
I don't
with
want
an
to hear it.
accent
I
in
didn't want to hear
English?
it. I thought I was gonna
You
let you
have an
talk, but
accent
then
in
again,
English.
I don't want to hear you
So,
talk. I just think you're a piece of shit.
no.
You're
You're a
gonna be a
troll.
piece of shit.
You're a
Yo,
troll. You use
absolutely.
power. You should not
Absolutely, because
be.
I control
You
with
should
the
not be
best
a
of just
moderator
because
in
you're
this.
sorry ass fake
You just proved
Mexican.
to Resla
You
that
ain't
you should
shit.
not
You
moderate
ain't gonna never be shit.
and
I
you have
got grass
no
for you to cut.
objectiveness.
You can
You have no
redo my
sense. You're
roofing,
all in the face.
climb up my
Blah, blah,
goddamn
blah,
palm
blah,
trees, because
blah,
that's
blah,
what all
blah,
you
blah, blah,
motherfuckers is
blah,
good
blah,
for,
blah,
is climbing and cutting shit down. Damn, trash man, fucking picking goddamn fruit and shit. You got a lot of shit for you sorry pussies to do.
Hey, listen.
Anytime you want to
When
come to
you're gonna
America and do it,
something
come on over here.
logical.
Come to
Stop
America,
talking with
pussy.
your weird
I'm not gonna
accent.
stop
You're not
talking
even
because
American.
I like to talk.
You're
I
not
like to
from
talk. I
here.
like to hear
You're
myself. I
European.
don't care.
You're
You said I
European.
rage quit. Are you
You rage
crazy?
quit. You
When
rage
would I
quit.
rage quit for you,
You rage
pussy? I
quit.
would never rage quit from
What
someone
happened
like
to
you.
you?
Ain't no one scared of
You
you,
dropped me
pussy.
so
Are you
fast
serious, nigga?
because you
Are
couldn't
you
even hold your
fucking
ground.
serious? Do
You
you
couldn't even
think
hold
someone
your
would
ground.
rage quit from a
You
fake
rage quit.
Mexican? God
Listen,
damn.
I'll
You
prove it right now,
no,
and
you
I'll let
ain't gonna do
Resla
shit. You
say
ain't
that
gonna do
you're
shit,
a
pussy.
N
Hey, you
liar,
ain't gonna do
whatever the
shit,
fuck.
pussy. You ain't gonna do shit.
Fuck
You
off, you
ain't
childish
gonna
asshole.
do shit.
What a child. You ain't got
Are you done?
ground whatsoever.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you talk.
You're so immature that it's Ridiculous.
What did he talk? I swear to God, I thought I was gonna let you talk, but then again, I didn't care then. I don't care now. There's nothing that you're gonna say that I want to listen to. I thought I was gonna let you talk, but
look at my face.
I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. You want to do that? Hey, you can say all you want. I'm immature. Yes, I'm all of that. I'm all of that. Don't worry. I ain't even got no alcohol in my system yet. Just wait until I do. I was drinking last night, and I thought I wanted to hear you talk, and I went to sleep drinking. Because I was like, oh, they're having a good conversation. And then this pussy was rambling on about how good socialist, sorry ass fucking Costa Rica is. And then blah, 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 blah. Nigga talk for 20 fucking minutes on how fucking great Costa Rica is. Like it really is great.
You are a liar.
Costa Rica ain't great. Ain't no one saying there's no one dying to go to Costa Rica. What person is dying to say I want to go to Costa Rica? Where and when, bitch? Not one person has absolutely said we're gonna go to Costa Rica because it's such a great place.
You're in your feelings right now.
Out of here. Shut up, pussy. No,
you are in your feelings.
I'm not in my feelings. I just don't like stupid people. So I'm gonna continue talking because I just want to talk. No, I told you I don't want to hear you. I'm gonna keep talking. No, that doesn't happen. That doesn't work. That works for white people. That only works for white people. That doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me. You try again. Hey, you try it again. It doesn't work for me. It works for someone else. We can continue with this time and all this shit. We're just gonna time tick down because I don't care to listen to you. You just blah 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 blah. I don't care. I don't care what you're saying, sir. It doesn't mean anything. Absolutely motherfucking nothing. Because you would love to be an American. That's why you're on American panels talking in English and you're not speaking in Spanish because you're pussy. Speak your own language. Talk to your sorry ass Costa fuck boys, and then we call it a day. But until then, I don't want to hear you speak. I don't speak English because you don't speak Spanish, bitch, the whole time. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, there we go. Hey, how you doing, wrestler? This was a great show. I was listening and then did so wanted to cry about being in the goddamn timeout for a goddamn minute. It was literally a fucking minute. I timed you out, puss boy, and you're crying about it. Shut up. I was going to do it for 10 seconds. Then I said, fuck it. Let me do a minute. I only timed you out because you be an asshole and be funny. Because I knew you was looking in the chat. I knew you was looking in the chat and you was crying. So I was like, you know what? Let me time you out because I keep calling you slave. That's it. All I want to do is this is the funniest shit ever. Because I never time people out because I care not to be in chat. But I timed you out because I was bored and I wanted to make room to everyone else to see me call you a slave. Yes, I want you to do everything you want to do. Motherfucker, continue to be a goddamn slave. He said, oh, I make $2,000 a month. I don't have to wait. No one cares. No one cares. No one cares about how much money you make, sir. No one cares about your system. Nobody cares. All I know is I heard the shit in my sleep. And you were rambling on in my sleep. I had my headphones on. I was like, this nigga gonna eventually shut the fuck up. But he didn't shut up for 20 minutes. 20 minutes this nigga talked straight without shutting the fuck up. Please. And then you kept saying, please don't interrupt me. Please don't interrupt me. I didn't want to be interrupted. I didn't speak. No one spoken to me. I never did spoken to. Please don't interrupt me. Please don't interrupt me. No, see, this is what he's talking about. I like interrupting people. But I let it go. I let it go. I was so tired. I was like, oh, my head hurt. I don't want to fuck with you. But then again, I was listening and I was trying to listen. And then you're a fucking fake beaner. You're a goddamn Costa Rican piece of shit that wants to come cut my grass, you fuck hard ass nigga.
You have a problem.
My grass, pussy.
Please.
Come my grass.
You have a problem. You have an illness. I hope you seek help. And I
don't care. I don't care. You asked for this shit. You said I rage quit. I ain't never rage quit a day in my motherfucking life.
And today you
want to be American so goddamn bad. Wrestlers, you want to talk? Because I'll shut up for you.
Again, you rage quit and then you.
I ain't never rage quit a day in my life, pussy. I ain't never raised put a day in my life, pussy.
Power as moderator. You timing out without any
I
legit.
timed you out for a fucking minute, you pussy. Stop crying to
That's how the
Resla.
moderator should not
Hey,
be on your panel.
hey, if you want Resla to hold your dick, just ask him to, pussy.
Don't tell me you're not entertained. Don't tell me this on this Saturday motherfucking night that you are not entertained. God damn. I feel a way because I heard about people having to clean up lawns and I ain't even got a lawn. That's how fucked up the situation is. I felt offended and I'm not even from there. God damn. Shit is absolutely insane. I felt away. I felt like I needed to go to the Home Depot and get me a goddamn lawnmower because I ain't making no extra money. That's how I felt right goddamn now. Hopefully you guys are actually selling your shit out because we got other people on the panel who got their own particular shit coming up. We got people in the back trying to get up here. So now I'm going to put everybody up on the panel. Please, please contain yourselves. Resto, I need you to get your shit off.
What's goody? I don't know. How do I follow that up? Like, you know, I can Wu Bang too, but I don't feel like doing it.
No, sir.
I wanted to talk about.
I wasn't directed at you. I wasn't directed at you.
Yeah, I was about to say I wanted to talk about the topic, man.
You talk about the topic. Whew,
yeah. I mean, can we even go back to that at this point?
It was about people who were trolling.
Yeah, kind of.
I'm outraged that Resla is a name. Well, I'm not going to say that word. Okay, Resla's the only one who people get to know his name because it's on the channel.
Listen, I did my channel that way. That's all.
I know, because you're a selfish narcissist and you don't want anybody else to be named.
It says Resla. That's his channel name.
Just calling someone narcissistic.
Excuse me?
I'm confused.
Did I miss something? Resla, are you familiar with a man named Fraud at Wrangler?
Okay, no, fuck that. Let me get my shit off.
Get your shit off, Resla.
Yeah, let me. Jesus Christ, I've been waiting for this fucking opening statement. And it's not even gonna matter anymore.
I watched the whole video. I did today. I did.
Now I'm gonna be pissed.
It's the best example that Tom came here to troll. And that's
Shut up, pussy. I told you I was gonna let you talk.
Shut up.
I triggered him so bad.
Hi, baby.
We were talking about fucking outrage. How outrage is. Oh my god. Anyway, what I was gonna say was that social media and online platforms often create echo chambers where outrage is amplified.
Now,
Okay.
Fuck Resto too. No one want to hear this nigga talk neither. No, I'm fucking with you. Go ahead.
No, but no, dead ass. And we saw what happened just now, right? We all witnessed it. We all saw that, like when people express outrage, right?
We literally saw it in real time, folks.
When people express outrage, like, you know, you receive likes, shares, comments, whatever. That I think social media validates these feelings because it's repetition, right? It could also be like I forgot who said it. Maybe it was Lindsay, but she was talking about group identity, and I thought that was a good fucking point. You know, because outrage can strengthen, like it strengthens when you're a part of the group, right? When you share similar values. And like it's creating a cycle where expressing outrage can actually create cohesion because you're like, okay, you mad, I'm mad. You mad, I'm mad. Yeah, now we cool because we mad at the same thing type shit. You know what I'm saying? But over time, you know, frequent outrage can become habitual. And that's the thing that we have to get past. We don't want it hardwired into how somebody interacts with the world. That's the thing. So my whole thing with the expressing outrage is how can we break the cycle, right? I think we should practice mindfulness, obviously. We should become aware of the emotional triggers and responses. We should limit media consumption. That's something that I preach often. We should curate content for reducing exposure to outrage-inducing material, as much as that sounds like hypocritical coming from me, right? But we should also engage in constructive action and fuck flow state, channeling energy to meaningful activities rather than reactive outrage. Just like I did right now. Fuck you, flow state. The last thing I'm gonna say is we should build empathy.
Okay, Gandhi.
On the understanding. Fuck you. Fuck you.
All right,
Alan,
all right, all right. Wait. First of all, I gotta say this. I want to hear what Flo has to say. I want to hear my boy OG Do Dirty got to say, and then most of all, someone got a job.
I had a good point.
Because I said CJ can come back, so someone's gonna have to drop. I'm not gonna see. I'm not
Actually,
gonna do.
Resla, you did. You
I
made
had a great
points.
fucking point.
Yes, you did.
It was dumb. Nobody wants that shit.
And here comes the contrarian.
Oh my god!
He said contrarily.
Also, if we're talking about trolls, I had one thing about trolls. One thing real quick. I think that the internet allows people to act in a way because it's not immediate consequences, and it removes yourself from the actual person. So it's a persona, like it's an avatar. So it doesn't discourage behavior from face-to-face reaction. Like it doesn't discourage like the reactions of another person. Like you can just log off and not have any reactions. You know, you feel anonymous, you may feel less responsible for your actions and at least behavior that you might avoid in real life. That's it.
I just want to say I'm gonna end this poll right now, but wow, I can't believe y'all right now. Hold up. I can't believe y'all right now. I literally asked the question in the poll. The question was, being the fact that we're seeing this kind of ish that's taking place, right? Should I bother creating a show just so people can just get it off their chest? I haven't even thought about what the concept of the show might be. I just asked y'all a question. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not expect that 75% of y'all would say yes. God damn, really? Y'all gonna work me? Y'all really gonna make me work this hard? Did you not just hear Simon earlier talking about how you trying to make black people slaves? This is crazy.
Simon don't know nothing about slavery. Come on.
Also true, but still. Wait, hold on, wait. You don't know nothing about slavery either.
I know I don't. I know how to enslave though.
No, hey yo. You know what's funny? I can do a whole opening statement. Now fuck all y'all. I can do a whole opening statement.
Nah, we ain't trying to hear that shit. You ain't gonna try to fuck all us. Like, what the fuck we talking about?
Yeah,
no,
listen to your dad.
Y'all. I don't care.
Listen to your dad.
Statement. No one cares. Everybody just wants to hear me woo bang and yell. That's what y'all want. Y'all don't care about where Resto got to think. Y'all just
we want ratchet Resto.
Yeah, that's what y'all want. So I'm just gonna keep doing that. Fuck y'all from now on.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so OG, the floor is yours, man. I know you already rolling up. What's going on, my guy?
Oh shit, I'm smoking right now. I just came up here to say, man, y'all disrespectful motherfuckers. Hit the goddamn like, nigga. You got all this goddamn good stuff going on, nigga. Make sure you hit that nigga cash app, bro. Like y'all over here, bro, and y'all over here just doing the bullshit, bro. If you love it, my nigga, fool, he just put it in the chat, bro. Do you want him to do a show? Reciprocate that shit, nigga. Send some goddamn money. All these goddamn people in here, and the only thing y'all want to do is just keep on letting people
a lot of
talk.
water you're carrying.
Goddamn, my nigga, do something about the shit, nigga. Fill that nigga pockets up. Throw a bag at his neck. Y'all niggas be tripping.
Big ass buckets with all that water, bro. God damn.
Yeah. And I want to let y'all know, for some of y'all who actually send it, I'm like, the reason why I don't really go about saying your names because some of y'all got your governments out here, and I don't want to shout your government name. But I
gotta shout you out. The point about giving money, bro, and everybody know that OG Do Dirty. If I come to your channel, I don't need you to tell me. I don't need everybody to know my business, nigga. I'm just showing you love because I rock with you. But motherfuckers be acting like they can't even send $2 or $1, bro, after getting all this good ass entertainment. 70-something people in this motherfucker. You got 60-something likes, bro. Y'all out of line, bro.
The water boy.
That's all I had to say, bro. You can take me off the front.
I hear you. And again, like the whole point is like OG makes a good point because literally, like all the money that gets put up literally gets dumped right back into the goddamn channel. So that means if you want to see new shit going on, if you want to have extra stuff going on, if I ever need to have hopefully we'll never have to get to that point, ladies and gentlemen. But if there's ever a point where I had to grease a couple of palms to get somebody to actually, it's all going to be based on the actual hard work.
Who the fuck is this nigga down here? DAC. Who the fuck is that?
DAC. I don't.
Spank or what the fuck that is.
I don't know if that's
Hey,
a particular.
bitch ass nigga, I wasn't talking to you. If you don't want to spend your money, you ain't got to. But I'm just saying, if you want to come over here and you want to indulge in this all this goodness over here, nigga, help the nigga out, bro. He just sat there and told you everything he do. Go back to his page, nigga. Get your pennies out of a wad, puss ass nigga.
I think the DAC stands for dumbass children. I could be
That shit don't
mistaken.
make no sense, bro.
I think that we
Hey,
need
bro,
to
you enjoy
pull.
your
I'd
show,
like
bro.
to,
y'all
Good
niggas
show
trying to
you
get
been
me
having,
mad
bro. Keep
today.
it going,
Y'all
bro.
trying
I
to
want to
get me
know
mad.
Hey, holler at me when you get
who
off.
carries more water, Brick or whoever was just talking.
Y'all niggas trying to get me
Resla,
mad.
I think Dipso should put the first 5 up and I'll match it.
Oh
Sorry, pussy ass nigga.
You playing big bag, little bag. You hear this shit? Guys. Now y'all making me.
Costa Rica ain't got the same amount of bills I got. Costa Rica need to put a 5 and I'll match it plus 5.
Thinking now, chat to everybody who again. I have to go live when I do these things, but I just want to put you guys on game. I don't do this without y'all. I come here because I do this and I think it's actually fun. But if we gonna do this, if we gonna expand, if we gonna bring more people in, if you really do say, according to 75% of people, you really want us for a particular segment for when we pull things like this together, it's gonna require support because now you're asking me to put in extra days.
And he need a bottle. We need Tesla. He need to give him the money so we can get this nigga a bottle. What we doing here?
Yo, my cabinet is dry. I got no liquor right now.
Qué borracho más necio. Qué borracho más necio. Qué borracho más necio.
The fuck does that mean?
No one cares about you, fake beaner. Goddamn, put the money up, pussy.
Borracho más necio.
Speak
Qué
English.
borracho más necio.
Stupid.
Remember how black people can't be racist? That's crazy. Can you?
I've always said I was racist. Fuck that fake beaner. I don't give a shit. I got grudge for this nigga to cut. They said they the best workers.
I don't mean to be disrespectful, but you're not racist.
Hell, Tom, I ain't too proud. I'll come cut your grass. How much you pay?
I need to have full screen. I need to make an announcement.
Just make an announcement, dude.
My name is the Powder Dusty. Also, I would like to thank Chuck for the $20. Whoever was carrying water.
Wait, now you're making another announcement.
Whoever was carrying water for Resla, I appreciate it.
3 announcements.
It delivered the water to me. Thank you, Chuck, for the $20
Wow,
PayPal.
yo, you hear this? That's crazy. Don't carry water for me. That's crazy. Damn.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't want to say nothing, but I did slick just get a super thanks. I ain't gonna lie.
He should kick us off.
Resla, can you give Flow State 1 minute and then can I have 1 minute after Flow State?
Wait, after what he just said, you still want me to get this jigaboo something?
Bro, you gotta pay for that.
Why do I need a minute? I said what I had to say. You go ahead. I'll respond if I got something to respond to.
Okay, if I could go. Resla, you said that you were not familiar with a man named Fraud at Wrangler. If I could just have like one.
Oh wait, no. I told you. I said I am not familiar with, but I just finished watching an entire hour video about this man. Let me just say this first and foremost. I don't know really shit about the quote audit community, and guess what? It's not really in my mindset to really go about trying to learn all that shit because what I understand, the small amount of research that I did over the past early part of this week, my motherfuckers is absolutely insane. If you want to talk about somebody who actually knows a little bit more about your community, it is this man right here.
Damn, that's great.
Where the fuck is Izzy at?
He knows a lot about what happens in that audit community. I have no idea. This man and LA Wilkes probably in the chat because he's been trolling the chat for a while. Know more about what goes on in that particular community than anyone else I know. I don't know anything about what happens there. This whole thing about what happened with the First Amendment and the Constitution and these are the guys I go to because they're heavily political. I have a regular life. I try to take care of a regular woman. I go to a regular job. I had a regular life.
Reza, I'm sorry, but if that guy is heavily political, man, I think that's super. No, this guy ain't
for the better part of 2 years. He absolutely is.
Nah, I would call that amateur politician at best. But anyhow.
Absolutely, because I will take over your country. You're gonna be my very first fucking slave, pussy boy. I already told you, bitch. What are we doing here? Nigga, I ain't never lied. I don't lie.
Again.
Listen, I don't
Listen.
care about your shitty
Listen.
country, bitch.
I
It would be
don't give a
mine if
shit
I was
what you
in
don't care
charge.
about. Again.
Fuck you, fag. Damn it,
Fuck
my
You
bad.
use
I'm
more
money
respect when
wrestler.
you
God
talk into
damn it.
TED Talks.
Fuck
This
yourself.
man is the king of TED Talks. Every time he opens his mouth, he does a fucking TED Talk. You put some
Dude,
respect
I
on his
haven't
name.
spoken. I haven't even spoken in well over 10 minutes.
Rick,
I
Rick.
stood
Bro,
quiet.
it really is.
And
like,
the first thing I say,
everything you
this
say, you're trying to like program us to your way of thinking.
Rick, this is what it feels like when the attention's not on you. Just rest for a moment. Just rest in your masculinity. You're good, sir.
Rest in your masculinity.
look, all I'm gonna say to Tom is go.
He's
fuck
not
yourself.
resting.
Again, all I'm gonna say to Tom is
I don't want to hear what you gotta say,
go fuck
pussy.
yourself. It's a
Just
lot cheaper.
listen.
Go
Ain't no
fuck
one
yourself,
hearing
you
you. No one
drunkard.
hearing you,
You
sir. No
chicken
one's
individual.
hearing
Go
you.
fuck
No
yourself.
one hearing you. No
like
one wants to
Again,
hear you. We're not
again.
hearing you again.
Go
We're not
fuck.
hearing you again.
Go fuck
No one cares.
yourself.
No one cares.
Let's
No
go.
one blah 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 blah.
Again.
Go
Again.
back and not speak for
Fuck
5
you,
minutes or
Tom.
10 minutes, or go count how much time you ever spoke for. You dumbass. No one
You're
cares.
gringo
Who
terrorist, you
the
white boy.
fuck actually? Who the fuck actually
Remember how you were
fucking
going to have a
timed how
highbrow
much he
channel
doesn't
with no
speak?
drama?
This is crazy.
Hey, I'm gonna go bully Simon on another panel. I'll be right back.
Oh, tell him I say fuck him.
Okay, cool. You want me to send
And,
you a link?
and tell him I'm gonna hit up his wife later.
You want me to send him a link? I'll put the link in the back.
Well,
No, I think I saw where he was at. I don't need to go. I just tell him that I look forward to meeting his wife.
Okay.
Yo, I think that is crazy. For as long as I've known Simon now, the first time he actually pops up on my channel, of course, I already have to ask if he's drunk. And God forbid he didn't freaking disappoint at all. Not even a little bit.
Well, anyhow, back to the point of this drunkard asshole just showed to us what trolling is. And this drunkard gringo asshole.
Wow.
Y'all haven't seen trolling. Y'all haven't seen trolling.
Why haven't you just dropped me, pussy? Put the money up,
not
bitch.
seen
I already
trolling.
said it. Put the money up, pussy.
Crazy
No,
about
because
it.
it is
It's
more
not grape,
satisfactory
it's
for you to
trolling.
rage quit again.
This nigga's
I don't
over here
need to-
crying and shit. If you
I
crying,
don't
bitch,
need
that
to
means you
put
got
out no
money to
money.
cry. Pussy, put the money up, bitch, and stop running your motherfucking dick lips, fuck boy.
Boy, you're so much in your feelings.
Man,
that,
shut up, bitch, and put the money
I
up to
can smell
drop me.
the alcohol all the
I
way
already
here.
told you, if you put
I
the
can
money
smell
up,
your drunk ass
hey,
all the way
put the
over here in
money
Costa
up,
Rica.
I'll double it,
You're
bitch.
just a
Put the
sticking
money up
individual.
and I'll double it, bitch.
No, I prefer you
Put
rage
the money
quitting
up,
and
pussy, and
like
I will
last night
double it.
and running like a
If
little
you
bitch.
not gonna
I
do
don't
it,
need to
shut
get
your
money
fucking
to get in
mouth.
your head.
Chill. So I just want to listen. I'm gonna just start hitting initials because I don't want to put up names. So CG, thank you for the 10 ball, and of course, thank you.
10 ball.
Yeah, they gave me a 10.
No, sir. There's a dime sack and there's an 8 ball.
Well, I just looked up Costa Rican money, and it says it's called a colon.
Flo, some of us don't know that because we don't have backgrounds.
Then how do you know that you don't know it because you don't have the background? You know it. Don't lie to me.
No, us black listen, us black men are not a monolith. That's the thing I'm fighting against. We're not a monolith, sir. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean,
that's my story. I'm sticking to it. And that's okay. That's okay. We say the same thing about white boys, so it's all right. I never got questioned. So, sir, I never got questioned about my hat being backwards. Never, not once.
Yeah, because you're expected to wear a do-rag. My question is, why is your hat not backward? Why are you not wearing your do-rag right now?
Because I don't want to be confused with an essay. So since I got to give it a breather.
Hey, Resla, I just sent you some shit for you, sir.
Say what?
I just sent you a Cash App. Could you read out what it says, please?
Oh my God! Oh, you know what? This is pretty tame for you, so I'll do that. So, fuck that bitch boy. We know what he's talking about. You know what he's talking about.
He's talking about Resto, probably.
Y'all listen. Y'all gotta make me put up a whole little. I'm not even gonna say what it is, but quite frankly, we gonna run this like a court.
I just want to let y'all know I've done some research here.
Oh,
and
shit.
according to the YouTubes or the Googles, I'm sorry, 1 million Costa Rican whatever the fucks is equal to $1.78.
He said, "Whatever the fucks." Yes, because it's a poor shit ass country. He expect motherfuckers to care like they are.
No.
This motherfucker said
1
our
million
economy is
colones is
about
about
$90 billion.
$2,000.
Bitch,
I wonder what.
that's the poorest state of our fucking union. $90 billion. That's your whole infrastructure. Fuck out of
Look,
here.
Tom.
I wonder what he can do
I
with
know
the
you're
dollar.
in your
Tom,
feelings.
bitch, you can't speak to me, bitch, until you put some
I
money
can
up,
speak
fuck
to you all
nigga.
I
Hey,
want.
Ted Talk,
What?
you
I
want
can
dollars?
speak
The
all I
money
want
up,
to you.
nigga. I already told you,
Okay,
dog.
listen,
If you
you
ain't putting no
bastards.
money up, shut up.
Listen.
Pause. I didn't even finish giving my damn announcement. So shout out to JD who actually gave me 10. Thank you. Once again.
That's half of what I got so far.
CG. Okay, sir. It's not the put your dick down. It's not measuring.
I win.
So, I'm not measuring, sir. So we got CG who actually put up 10. Thank you very much. Obviously you guys know Uncle Tom just actually did so. So thank you very much for doing so. Oh, and I got RTM. Thank you for actually putting up the 20. I think that's the safest way to go about doing that. Back to our schedule program. As you were, gentlemen.
Since nobody's talking, I'll mention my point about fraud at Wrangler, unless you don't want me to talk about him. If I could just have 1 minute. Anyways,
let me ask you the question. Let me ask a question. Is it going? Will it make any change to the dynamic of the conversation that we're having now? Or is you just making a public
in order
announcement?
to change that, I am going to be the better man, and I'm gonna
simmer down.
So-
TED Talk. Hey, can I still get that minute before you, like you recommended a minute?
No, I'm just gonna say.
let's do that.
No, not
Give
you.
Flow State
Can I
1 minute,
just say
and then I'd
less
like
than
to
30
follow
seconds,
after Flow.
real quickly? I'm about to leave.
Hey! Before
I
he
just
leaves,
wanna
Resla,
say
can you
that
read
all I
the
wanna
super
say-
chat that I
Shut the
just
fuck
sent
up,
you?
you neonazi
Can you read the
asshole.
super chat that I
Shut
sent
the
you,
fuck
please?
up.
Can you
Look, I
read the
haven't
super
been
chat?
able to do one.
Please. No. Can you read the super chat?
I'm gonna be the better man. I'm gonna step off for the improvement of this.
The super chat that's actually here is I'm sorry, sir. The super chat actually says for me to drop this pussy until the next one. Pull up, please.
God, even him saying he was leaving took forever. I would like to thank Chuck for sending another $10, so I'm still beating Resla on his own channel. Thank you, Chuck. I appreciate you helping me teabag this motherfucker.
Jesus Christ. That is really weird. So you know what that means, folks, right? If you want to be able to put up money to make sure that Flow State can pretty much just lick the bottom of my ball sack with the fucking bullshit that he's talking about here, you know what to do. You got to put up your actual money. Because Flow State's on some bullshit tonight. I didn't even do nothing to this man. I did nothing to this man. He over here just sparking the controversy. What are we doing here?
We're addicted to outrage.
Yeah, we're addicted to outrage. Are you not entertained?
And to hard drugs.
Bread and circus. Jesus Christ. Yeah, absolutely, OG. Disrespect. It's sad. That is sad. Then Tom put up the 10. He said, you got to go. And he literally had a message that said, drop this pussy until he put up some money, please. I listen, I feel a way about that, but you know, listen, you didn't even get Tesla yet. And by the way, that's Tez with a
oh
Z.
my goodness. Hallelujah.
It's Tez.
Thank you for another $25, Chuck.
Okay. So Chuck it.
Man, I'm stomping you.
Dick Holden, obviously.
This guy right here.
Dick Holden.
I didn't even have to carry as much water as homie down there.
Listen. I'm just getting started. I'm not a sponsored whore. I don't have a
You wish you were a sponsored whore.
Flow State sponsored by Chuck.
Mm-hmm.
Just get a whole commercial, all right?
Gonna have to change it to Chuck State.
Some of us don't have a Chuck, all right? We just gonna take it the way it is. God damn it. Oh, you guys are off tonight? Listen. That's crazy. Look, I know. Listen, it is what it is. Look, what can I say? I can't beat the. I cannot. So far, I cannot beat the powder dusty community. I can't. They're just well too established. We are low level. We're trying to get up there. So if you want to be able to help us get up there in the world, so that we can be
It
better
has to be neutral. I don't send anybody.
ghetto. That's right. Out of the ghetto. If you want us out of the ghetto, if you want us moving on up, you got to help. You got to support. You got to share. You got to get us recognized. That's just the only way. That's the only way this community is actually going to move up. You guys have just already
in my neighborhood.
More. So. You can already let me know. I got to add more so that we can expand the community, because apparently y'all like more than just the actual conversation that we have. So that means I need to have an opinionated section. I need to have a fuckery section. I need to have a whole bunch of stuff. And I need your guys' help. I need your help, because that requires me to have time. And that requires me to put in enough time where I have to turn around and look at my bosses and say, fuck y'all.
Yeah, and it's funny because I like your intellectual stuff as well, but when you mingle the two, it kind of does get derailed a bit. So I don't know how you're going to navigate that, but I'm interested to see how it pans out.
I don't know. Here's what I imagine I'm going to do it, CJ. A lot of whiskey.
That would be my answer.
A lot of whiskey.
I mean, among other things.
And the only way I can buy a lot of whiskey is with everybody's support. It's the only way. My liquor cabinet is bare right now.
Maybe you should stop being a drunk and just fight sober like a man.
Yeah, grow up and do cocaine like a man.
I am not drunk. I am inebriated. There's a difference.
Hard drugs are more efficient.
No, I don't want to pay for that.
Oh, trust me, you get a lot more bang for your buck.
No, I can.
You get a lot more bang for the neighbor's catalytic converter.
No, that's right. I'm good.
I see more of a copper pipe guy, but I hear you.
No, I don't want that on my record. No, I don't want that on my record.
Look at Brick Jones up there thinking about it.
I don't. Oh wow.
Hey, Resla, quick question: How much more do you need to get monetized?
Technically speaking, I am in the realm of being monetized on the mini side, because I've already crossed 500. Thanks to everybody. But yeah. Technically, I just need to fill in my application for it.
Okay, cool.
Sugar bum, you're my drug. I'm addicted to sugar bum.
Whether they will accept me based on the fuck shit that's been happening over the last 6 streams is another question. They're gonna say, "Oh, look at this guy Resla. He's been doing this good shit." What the fuck's been happening of the last week? And this you're gonna hear.
They ain't really said too. They really didn't say nothing too bad. Not even me, really. So they'll monetize you off a lot of things. You're good. Don't worry about that.
Hey, you're black. They'll definitely monetize you.
No, that's not true. I have a class action suit. Anybody want to take a part of it, because they're not telling people that they need to get their refunds back, especially after they monetize you. Yeah.
I don't trust any statement. I don't trust any statements that go with "because I'm black." I never go with any statements.
Well, clearly, it's flipped at this point. I mean, they're against me in flow.
No, sir. I have to combat so many freaking cases when it comes to DEI. It is not a thing, sir. It is not a thing. Not at all. Not even a little bit.
I forgot you were white. I got you. I hear you.
No. So I put up stuff and I just go, damn, for everything that I work on, I have to literally work 3 times hard to try to undo that thing.
Some violins in the chat. Give me the violin emoji.
Can I golf clap? How about a golf clap?
Yo, Cold Truth, thank you for showing up. Cold Truth, Mel, I need you to do one thing for me. You're barely here. I appreciate you and you walk here, Mel.
He's gonna hit you up for money, Mel.
You just do one thing for me, Mel. I'm not even gonna hit you with money for Mel. This is one I need you to say.
That's hitting her up for money. That counts.
Fuck you, Flow State. Mel.
Fuck you too.
Mel.
He's doing it.
Mel.
Fuck you, Flow State. Mel. That will make my night. That'll do the whole night. Just say fuck you, Flow State, and it's all good. That's all.
I know it'd make your night if you could fuck me, but you can't. because I'm already fucking CJ.
Did you see that?
Whoa.
Wow.
That was not public.
Appreciate anything for thank you, because Flo State has been trying me the entire time. Look at this. Look what this man's been doing to me the entire night. I just need that. I just need for everybody to say, listen, you guys will come up here. You see who I'm struggling. You see, I need you guys to just say fuck Flo State. That will be great.
You look like a character off Assassin's Creed.
That's cool. That's cool. If the chat speaks for me, it's all good.
Fuck Flow State. Andy the Cracker.
Yeah,
goodness. I need to thank Chuck again for another 10. I'm gonna have trouble. I need to get a calculator to add these up.
Guys, you hear this? Listen, guys, I'm trying to establish myself. I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to make sure I get content for you guys because quite frankly, I have a contract. And you know what he keeps talking about? He keeps talking about his sugar daddy hooking him up with money every freaking 10 to 20 minutes. This is absolutely insane. Guys, I need a F Flow State wave that's happening in the chat. I just need
told you he was going to hit you up, Pam.
Oh, not groupies. Jesus Christ.
Hey, Fraud Wrangler recently.
How's that figure?
Okay, well, what do you want to say about Fraud Wrangler?
Yeah, it's probably not going to hit as hard since it's already been like 20 minutes. But anyways, I'll say it anyways. Fraud Wrangler recently took a field trip, and he broke bread with some key people in the industry. I just wanted to get Brick's opinion of Fraud Wrangler's field trip.
Brick, that was directed at you.
I think his mic is off.
No, I think he can hear you by the way his facial expressions are. I think he can hear you.
Is he constipated?
Vips, I got a question for you. How long are you gonna swing on my nuts?
How long are you going to keep riding Let's OTVO's nuts? That's the real question here.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. I am sorry, Brick. You got dropped. CG.
Someone gave him the treatment.
CG put a 25 for you to get dropped. So just hang out for a little bit.
Resla, my benevolent sponsor, Chuck, has sent you a PayPal as well out of sympathy for you.
Out of sympathy.
Okay. I mean, my words, not his, but. Thank you, Chuck. Your generosity is overflowing, is what Resla means to say.
Yeah, take a break, Brick. You guys are too much. Too freaking much. It's crazy. We started off strong here, and then all of a sudden, everybody's like, "Oh shit, is getting."
I mean, the minute I came in, it was ratchet as shit. I didn't see what happened before that, but
I think we need to take basketball back, Flo. That's what I think.
Huh?
We need to take basketball back.
Oh, I bet either one of us could beat Resla.
Oh, I know. I can. I don't know about you. Are you like just tall for nothing, or have you played before?
Me?
Is he that tall? Is he?
I'm 6'1". I'm not like I'm not tall by basketball player standards.
No, I'm short for I'm 5'10". I'm short for basketball player standards, but I can play a little bit.
He's 6'1". You're
not enough
5'10".
to keep up with these people, but you know what I'm saying.
Who are these people?
I'm just saying the people like you that are better than you at basketball is all I'm saying.
I know you don't know how I am in basketball. Nice try though.
I wasn't horrible, as I was good for a white boy. So.
I was the best one in rehab.
Rehab.
Everyone has their standards.
I suppose so. Damn. Everybody done ran off. Listen,
Where did everyone go to?
Who knows? Who knows? It probably got real. It probably got real up there in that last moment.
Because they're scared of that powdered dusty.
I think so.
Probably is.
Bro. I think that's what it is. I think he's onto something with that.
I just
it
ate
might
a shitload of food.
It might be. Flo started his shit and everybody ran off. No, how dare you? You hit it, Lawrence.
They just know that Flo can stick Izzy on him, is what it is.
5'4" makes me shorter than LA. How fucking dare you, Lawrence? How dare you say that shit? That is crazy.
Oh, I thought you were saying you were 5'5".
Look at the rumor he just started.
He knows better. Look, that's LA. Exactly. How dare you say that shit to me?
CJ, did you hear Resla say he was 5'4" today?
Never.
I mean, I thought that's what was just said. Am I wrong about
never?
See, Chuck, let people know.
If I'm 5'4", you're 5'3". I'm taller than you.
If you're 5'4", then I'm better than you at basketball.
Wait, were you talking to me?
I'm taller than you are, sir.
Are you talking to? You're probably talking to. You got to be talking to CJ.
I'm talking to CJ. I'm taller than CJ is.
See, you can see my mugshot right here. That I'm clearly 6'1".
I don't care about. I don't care what
mugshot.
I don't want to care about your
my
mugshot,
dude. That's
I don't want to care about what dictionary you were standing on when you took your mugshots.
It's like I got my mugshot right here. I roll with my papers.
Not at all. The hell?
I got this shit right here.
Oh, you already know this, baby girl. Come on now. You already know I smell nice. Shit. Of course I smell nice. I always make sure I smell nice. You kidding me? Look, I'm gonna blame Flo.
I think you smell like a car that's been rained in.
Rained in.
You know what? That's one thing that these guys say about us, that we smell like wet dogs when we're wet. Did you know
what? You know what's that? I never hear that about my people. I wonder why.
Well, why do we smell like wet dogs?
Because you can't swim, so you never get wet.
Oh,
and yet people are not complaining.
That's a good response, Flo. Hot almighty.
And yet they don't complain about people who smell like. You know, it's a funny part of it because we know we go back to the whole thing about the Moors. We had to teach you how to wash your ass. So apparently, that wet dog smell. You know, damn, crazy.
I mean, I even had to grow into mayonnaise. I wasn't a huge fan of it as a kid.
We never rock with mayonnaise coming up. We just
mayonnaise is okay, but Miracle Whip is terrible.
I've never quite understood cocoa butter, but whatever.
And yet, it doesn't matter what race they like. You know what? We love having our black friends.
I just get itchy every winter. I didn't realize there was a reason.
Cocoa butter. Well, first of all, I can't tell you how many of my white counterparts I have to turn around and tell them how they need to turn around and use lotion and cocoa butter. And they're like, what are you talking about?
We didn't learn that. I don't know where that class was taught, but I didn't.
You rake across their skin and the shit
That's
just
what happens in the winter.
All the flakes just fly the fuck off. Like, well, yeah, they didn't know you had to moisturize?
I don't know. I mean, it never occurred to me.
Chuck, thank you for another $10 in the comment that says, "This is now the Dusty Show. Full screen me."
Yeah, this man.
Full screen me in my chariot.
Yeah, chariot. Fuck your chariot.
That's some white boy shit right there. This is the Dusty Show. Welcome to the Powder Dusty. Sponsored by Chuck.
Sponsored by Chuck.
The polls have been rigged already. The polls have been rigged. We already know who's his chief of staff. We know this already.
Correct.
We already know
like a guy that would own a racing lawnmower.
We already know Chuck is the chief of staff. We already know he's been in that cabinet for a while. Come on now. Come on.
Yeah. How do you do video avatars? Is that
Chuck is the Illuminati.
I'm guessing
wait, Hanky. I wouldn't know because you know why? I don't follow none of these people. I don't even know what was being done. I don't follow none of these people. How many times I gotta repeat myself? That whole audit community, I don't know one goddamn thing about. I'm not subbed. I don't get notifications. I ain't following. I ain't interested. I don't want to look at shit that people fucking with.
You don't have to be interested in them for them to be interested in you.
Again,
Rezzy.
Again, they can be interested. I don't give a fuck. It just not for me. Like
that
the
noise,
whole point, I got a whole other life and my whole other content. I ain't got nothing to worry about. None of that shit. Why would it matter to me? Why would it matter to me?
Why would what matter?
Why would I know about what's going on with GS and FP and FPS and TIFFs and I don't.
Because you're a fanboy.
I'm talking about
I don't even know what's going on with them fully.
About whole content tonight that literally is talking about the idea that how we are addicted to quote outrage, and you're mentioning people who are outraged with each other, and you think I'm following that?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
You ought to be. It's a large part of your content.
No, it's not a large part of my content. It is recent part of my content. It is not a large part of my whole body of work. I have a whole previous season. We are in the second season.
Sir, is this channel for who is this channel for? Are you catering to the audience or are you catering to your aloof ego?
It is mainly for my audience.
Okay. What if they said that they want?
They don't. That's the thing. I get emails about it. In fact,
what do the numbers show?
No, in fact, the people who mainly start talking, the trolls are the only ones. They can't even answer questions. All they do is talk about GS. They can't even answer the questions actually put in front of them. Most people actually say, "Hey, I came here in this channel from so and so and from so and so, and I heard that you have really thought-provoking conversations. When are you gonna get back to that? Because your last few streams have been freaking Jerry Springer."
Yeah, but are they helping support the channel, or are they just feeling entitled to tell you what they want for free?
Well, I can tell you the truth. As many people that came into my channel, hardly anyone has really supported the channel outside of subs.
And Chuck. Now, so that's that trickle down prosperity.
And Chuck, and Chuck. As many people who has turned around and subbed, and again, I don't have a problem with the fact of sub.
Yes, that's who. Cold truth.
Look, as soon as I get rich, I got you, bro.
It's not ever going to happen for him. He's got the wrong attitude
for a long time.
Hey, Brick, good to see you. That's a nice, fancy diamond you got behind you.
Thanks, brother.
The
Appreciate
diamond in the rough.
I'm just saying.
Oh, is he the rough? I get it now.
I am the diamond in the rough.
That was a joke.
No, it's a brick. Like I'm the brick. That's the
house.
I thought that was for the Costa Rica.
He's mighty.
I would listen. First of all, here's the funny part about it. Until I literally spoke with people who are close to me, I was a person who I said, I don't really like to go through that process. But I'm like, you know what? If y'all really annoyed with somebody, y'all really want to drop them, I'm going to let you do it.
I don't even understand why so many people are attached to drama.
Typically, I am okay with people having conversations so long as the shit doesn't go stale. But if y'all saying basically the shit is stale, I want person gone, I have no problem with it.
I mean, but the dude was actually in the military, yes or no? I mean, he was. Okay, I'm sorry to.
He was a Boy Scout.
I don't mean to do that. My bad.
He was. Wait. Stop. He was in it, but the question is not whether he was in it. They question what did he do while he was there. If what he did that he claimed it actually was, whether there's a whole question about stolen.
No, he's blowing it up.
All of that shit. Guess what? I don't give a fuck about because as many of y'all who come up here and y'all start talking about your military background, your military records, whatever, I got nothing to say about that because you know why? I have no inclination about any of that stuff.
My personal opinion is I've heard so many dudes lie about that shit. If somebody, in my personal perspective on the matter, is dudes that were actually in the military and did shit don't run around throwing it in people's faces.
Here's the truth of the matter. As many times have I spoken to military guys, and I got military guys in my family, and I could hear and I could look at their DD-214s if I wanted to. I don't have not one that I will ever be able to produce for myself. So why would that hold so much weight for me to have to think about? So when someone say, "Do you know much about the audio community?" No. Well, do you want to know about that? No. I actually have a life. I have a life. I got a family. I got a family I worry about that want to reach out to me. I got a whole woman sitting right in my freaking room. Like, why? And let's just be honest, y'all not really caring about the whole audio community because y'all too busy invested in each other. Just gonna keep it a buck. Based on the research I have looked at,
Sorry if we care about the community more than the audits, Resla. Not everything is about content.
I care more about the community than I do about the audits. I absolutely do. Pardon me for thinking more about what we are here for and not what other people just want to.
Well, yeah, you're always thinking about what you can gain out of it. What are we accomplishing? You never think about.
I will say, aside from the drama shit, you are one of the few people on YouTube I've found that I can listen to long form in my headphones and not have to switch the channel. So
I mean, real talk, he's not wrong. And Brick, I could listen to Brick for days.
For some reason, I just don't believe you.
Well,
I do have content though. If you want to hear me,
and again, I'm
sub to you. I am sub to you.
Are you? That's cool.
I mean, like Flo, like I come from areas like I know you like you know who Hamp is and some of the other areas that we had and Flo, like when we back like Anton and back in the freaking fight club. I know all of that shit. It's just I'm like I could do something different.
That's what everybody says, and then they end up doing the same thing.
But that's my whole point. If I have to do it the long, slow way, I think it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it to have a proven catalog. Because most of the people, I listen, even if they catch me right now, they want to fucking see it, they want to fucking restream this, want to catch it and they clip it, whatever. I'm gonna just say it. I'm gonna make the choice personal. If StreamYard went down tomorrow, a lot of you motherfuckers would not know what to do.
Well,
now, you're talented enough.
Let me relate it to King Taylor's story over here because, he just started a new channel and he had 30, 40, whatever people, which is more than half of the people watching him last night. I think it's more important to have a dedicated audience like that actually cares about what you're saying and manicure that than it is to just play to the hype or whatever.
Manicure it? I don't know if manicure is the
or
right.
Maybe I'm not you're the word guy, not me.
Do better.
Whatever. Yeah, you're the one that can sit there with Jim Bob and
you too, Brick. Do fucking better.
I don't know how you sit there without losing your shit, dude. I was screaming at it.
I dropped an F-bomb on a Christian channel today, so I'm trying.
They probably deserved it.
Praise God.
Mel, I hear you, but I think there are so many people that because the price was so good, now that the price went up, there's a lot of people out there that now they have to work their ass off to actually put out content. The price of the brick went up. That means you need to get your shit up.
Well, if I could use a moment to promote my own shit here, I'm moving soon, and I'm going to be trying to do more substantive streams other than just showing nostalgic flash animations.
What kind of substance? What kind of substance?
Only God knows. I have no idea.
Outrageous.
You should do.
All I know is I can talk, and I like hearing myself talk. So I'm thinking maybe I can make money off of that.
You should make videos. You should make your channel just dedicated to videos of you squishing jelly barefoot with your toes.
That seems more like a Thor
barefoot.
I feel like that's an expanding market.
Grace is like 1 degree away from squishing fruit with her toes.
I got some fruit she could squish with her toes.
Nuts are not fruit.
That's true. Technically. But you can feed them to CJ still.
Wait, what? I look at the ingredients of everything I buy, or the whatever the labels.
100% organic testicles.
Mel, substitute Facebook. Get on Discord. You're not doing shit on Facebook. Go to Discord.
She don't look too old.
Your mom gave you a pig knuckle?
I don't
Is
know.
that
What
a true?
It sounds dirty.
Is this a true story, Brick?
I don't know.
For shame on both of you if that's a true story.
I don't even know what it means.
It's a part of an
no idea what that means.
What is a pig knuckle?
I have no idea what that means.
Dude, you can buy pig. You can buy jarred pig feet in like grocery stores.
Bro, your mom sent you to school with jarred pig feet?
I still don't understand the reference.
don't
I'm
get it
confused,
either.
bro.
Or is it something about a camel toe? Is this
Bro,
like
if
is
you
this
got-
like a
No, if you got to explain the
sir,
joke,
I
bro,
don't
it's
think
not a good
anyone
joke.
ever
It
confused.
wasn't my joke. I think it's a
Camel
literal
toe.
thing. I think it's an actual real life story. She fed you a jar of pig's feet, and you called her a whore. And for that, I shame on both of you.
Seems legit.
So what? I saw pig knuckles. Pig.
Dumb man is just pointless whining and bitching in the chat. He's got no money. Otherwise, he would pay to have us kicked off and get some content in here that's not pointless. Lame ass whiny fucking chatter.
I was curious as to who had paid. I was just curious because I was like,
The illustrious Chuck in Tennessee, not Demand. Demand just whines with a dollar sign in his name.
why they were outraged.
Looking
That
like
might
that.
know
You
her.
know how people take pictures of themselves with money when they got to pay rent? Yeah. And you know that's the most money they're ever going to see at one place. It's like $800, and they're putting it on their Facebook profiles. That's Demand.
That's crazy.
Take that dollar sign off your child. Change your name to the boy. Only boys put dollar signs behind their name because it makes them look cool.
The boy, damn.
All right, guys, I'm going to eat. Yeah, I had fun.
That is fair because I don't want a huge ass stream like we had last time.
And it's spelled the THE space BOY. That's your new name.
The fact that it says "the man," it kind of lets me know he might be black.
And he's childish. You ever you know people who will text you and intentionally correct spell check so that their spelling is wrong, so that they're typing in broken ass English because they think it sounds cool, like "duh man."
Yeah.
God, it's so try hard.
Someone like that, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out too, Resla. Thanks for having me up. I'm happy to have made you a couple of bucks. I believe they should have paid more for my no words.
Again, everybody's trying to figure out. Everybody's trying to figure out what's going on. Quite frankly, I would like the content to be the way it is, but apparently we have a very mixed house. So I'm trying to figure out a way how to navigate that. That's pretty much what it is.
Well, it's on topic.
Today has been better than some of the past streams I've had because I've been like, what the hell? But today was pretty tame compared to the rest of them. So I'll take it. Appreciate you coming up, man.
I won Resla's panel. Yay. I came in, I shut this shit down, I beat everybody, and now I'm shitting on the boy.
We were here. We were 70-something strong. Flo came in, dropped us down to around 40. Thank you, fucking Flo. Thank you for that.
Well, you're shutting down.
Yes, I am shutting down. I am.
Okay.
I am. Flo has officially shut us down, folks. Thank Flo.
Check me out on Flow State and the Powder Dusty. The Powder Dusty is the new channel. Subscribe, like, share. The boy, don't you show up in my chat unless you got a new name. Resla, thank you for allowing me this W. All the W's I got today. Chuck, thank you for sponsoring all these W's. I'm out of here.
I'm gonna take as many W's as I can until I can turn around and start getting wins. But the only way I can turn around and I'm gonna take all these L's so I can get some wins. But until we get to that point, because quite frankly, I have to now be in a sphere with a whole bunch of content creators who are now getting to know my name, which is weird to me. And I have a whole lot that I need to learn. But most of all, I need to know that we are going to be building a community that's going to be really, really strong into what we're looking for. I did not think whatsoever that we may need to come to a point where we need to have panels like this, where we are now just airing out grievances. You said, I know everybody's got an issue with Nightbot. We'll sort out Nightbot over time. But until we can actually get a community of people who can act correctly as to what we want with the content, I'm just gonna have to keep configuring Nightbot, because when we had a community that everybody was doing their thing, it wasn't too off the rails. The community was fine. I didn't have to really heavily moderate anyone. I had to worry about people's crazy language, that the people trolling it and arguing with each other in the chat. I didn't have to worry about none of that stuff. Ever since the debacle with this stuff happening, we had a rapid expansion. Everybody has been everywhere, and now I need help, which is why I've enlisted the help of Nightbot, which is why I've enlisted the help of really digging in to make sure that people who are my mods are the most trustful people that I can have. That's pretty much it. This is not a conversation about, look what I already see there. This is not a conversation about him. This isn't his show. This is my show. You want his show? Go to his channel. I think he posted something today. Go to his channel. This has nothing to do with him. In fact, we went through the great majority of this show not speaking about him, because this show is not about him. This channel is not about him. Yes, we have managed to get up here because, quite frankly, he did something that he should not have done, and it has granted the eyes among us. But don't think I don't take a look at a lot of these spaces to see what people are doing, what people are saying, and what people think. None of these people give a goddamn about what we do here on this channel. This is not a troll channel. Believe me, if I want to take a freaking time away and not post for weeks just to weed out you motherfuckers, I would. If I want to just say, I'm going to have a mod meeting and we're just going to start clipping all you goddamn trolls, don't think that I wouldn't do it. Absolutely, because I know there are still people here who rock what we were doing. I don't know, people have it in their mind that somehow we weren't already coming up. We weren't already close to meeting our benchmarks before all this debacle happened. It absolutely was. I have no problem doing the slow growth. People just think, oh, I want the quick come up. I don't need the quick come up. I see what happens. And for those who are new, who don't understand that, is because I tell people, I'm not trying to be a fast comment. I need to be the moon. I need to be consistent. I need to be always here, always reliable for the people that rock with me. And if you guys don't get that, it's because you're here for the wrong reasons. This is why I call people out in their emails. This is why I call people out in the comment sections. You don't get that. That's the reason why. You're not here for our community. You are here for a man who's not even here on this platform. You are here for a man whose channel this does not belong to. You are here to clip, to restream, to do a whole bunch of shit that has nothing to do with me or my content. And quite frankly, you're wasting your time, because I don't plan on making that my content. Sorry to disappoint y'all. But for those who do want to stick around, for those who do want to understand what we're doing, because we're going to be growing up regardless, because this isn't just a streamer's platform. I have a lot more things that we're going to be implementing. I have a lot more things that we're going to be working on. I have a whole community and a whole different plan as to what we're going for in the future. But I only want people that's going to rock with the channel. If that's not for you, do me a favor. leave now. If you want to come back later when things are popping, cool. But you know, if I don't recognize you, I don't recognize you, and that's just what it is. So it is what it is, guys. This has been your show. I'm definitely going to vacate this good and early because now I get to relax. I'm going to chill. I think I might actually get some pizza, maybe some Domino's. Nothing with goddamn fucking pineapple on it. I think I'm gonna chill. Maybe catch up on a movie that I have not seen, and I will be taking a look and see if any of my favorite content creators are actually going to be online tonight. And never, nasty, disgusting, absolutely disgusting will not be happening. I will be taking a look at what's going on. I will be chilling, drinking, and looking for some of my favorite content creators to come up. And if I feel like it, if I have the energy, I'll be coming up on the platforms and I'll be talking with them as well. But until that, thank you for everybody who's been here. Thank you for everybody who's been supporting. And I do want to leave with the message of something that we've been talking about here on the platform. I really wish we could have gotten a whole lot more into the conversation, but everybody started backing off because it got hectic between I will even say Dan, freaking Simon, and between Uncle Tom. But it is what it is. So drop your thoughts in your drop your thoughts in your comments. If you're catching us on the back end, share your stories. Let's keep this actual discussion keep going. We might have to just brush up on this a little bit later on for another episode. And if this is something that's actually made your viewpoint, your ideal as to what you would like in the future, not in every channel single-handedly, but if you really do think that we need to have just a particular segment, maybe a one-day segment, because I put a whole lot of work on making sure that we are very structured, and we're not gonna fucking move off of that. We're not. This is going to continue to be a channel that is full of, don't even worry about it, Mel. We can talk about that way on the back end. Do not worry about it. Do not think about it, and do not be shaped by the opinions of people that are here because they are heavily biased. So I would rather you do your own homework than worry about what everybody else has to say. Do your own homework. Outside of that, guys, this has been your episode. I'm probably gonna have to redo a couple of these things for the future because we didn't cover a lot of stuff that I wanted to cover up with the panel, but we didn't have a panel for it. So I will see you in the next one. Even if I somehow made you mad, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And of course, if this is something that you want people to take a look at for the future, do me a favor and share this with someone who needs to hear the particular messaging that we are actually going through. As always, thank you for tuning in to this episode of Opinionated. I can't say if the next show I'll be doing will be opinionated. We'll see if the next show is going to be on Monday or so, because I just don't do really Sunday stuff. But stay curious, stay reflective, and most importantly, guys, stay opinionated. I'll see you in the next one.